Everyone may have a seat. Waive the call for the state or the defense. All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you enjoyed your lunch. We are still in Detective Riddle's direct examination. General, you are recognized for further questions.
Okay, Detective Riddle, I believe that we've talked now about the initial statement that the defendant made to you at the scene before she went to the hospital. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and then you've also indicated that there was a point in time when you received information about what had happened at the hospital regarding her trying to give her phone to a stranger. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so at this point in time, I believe that the last thing that you testified was that yourself and Detective Wardlaw were then going to interview Ms. Howington. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you see what we have displayed up here on the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
And does that look like something that you recognize?
Yes.
What is that?
That is the third floor interview room. You'll see on the top of the picture, it says room 302. That was the old police department. We had 3 interview rooms up there.
Okay. And so up at the top it says room 302, like you just indicated, and then it also says 9/14/2019. Is that correct?
Correct.
I'm assuming that's the date of this interview.
That is correct.
And then it also lists the time as 22:58:35. Is that correct?
Correct.
And what time is that, like we would normally say?
That is 10:58.
Okay. Is that accurate time and date as to when these things happen in the interview?
Yes.
All right. This time we would like to make this the next exhibit and publish this to the jury.
You may. Ladies and gentlemen, the court is informed that there are certain places within this video the parties have agreed to redact. For instance, if there's a long gap where nothing's happening, they've redacted that out so that you don't have to sit there and watch that. So if the video jumps from one place to the next, it's nothing to concern yourself about. By agreement, they've redacted those parts out. All right, you may play the video.
We could get one satellite.
Hey, I just want to let you know what we're doing, okay? When I was there earlier, I was let you know the process. So what we want to do is we want to go and we're going to process everything, okay? So when I say process everything, that means we're going to take photos and we want to, there's blood on your sofa. So we're going to take the sofa, okay? And I just want to let you know all that stuff. They're looking for projectiles, okay? Your house is a crime scene. Now, just make sure you're aware of it. You don't have any problems with that, okay? Listen, I'm setting food for thought. When you're looking for the police, I don't give a fuck if you're selling 10 pounds of weed a week. I don't care. You're not going to get in trouble from me. Your daughter's dead. And I just want you to be honest with us, okay? So just be honest. We know some things now. We're getting our P's and Q's together, so we're going to come back and don't lie to us. This is a homicide investigation, and all we would ask you to do is be truthful with us. You've got many more kids. You've got DCS. I told you before, DCS is going to have to get involved in this show. If he's looking at it. When a 5-year-old dies, it's a big deal. Okay, it is mine. I got sure, you're mine. I believe it. Okay, so we're still processing your house. We're not going to tear it apart, but there's a likelihood we're going to take that couch. Okay, and we're looking for bullet holes underneath, things like that. Okay, so we'll be here to talk to you.
Okay, so this initial part where you go up and you talk to the defendant in this case and you tell her about what you all will be doing, what was the purpose of you explaining that to Ms. Howington?
I just wanted her to get another understanding of what we're doing, why we're there. I want to make sure she's okay with us being in her home. I mean, she has an expectation of privacy in that home, but I want to make sure we're looking for anything related to the homicide of her daughter.
Okay, and at this point in time, had anybody found the gun or the projectile that was in the gun or anything like that?
No, that comes later on.
I didn't have this on me when I was out there talking to you earlier at your house. You can read that. Okay. This right here is basically what I told you. We're processing your house. I need your consent. We're out there right now taking pictures. It was recorded when I talked to you earlier. But this is the actual form that needs to get signed. Okay. This is just where we want to process your house. Is that good to go? Okay, I'm going to read this to you. It's wrong, right? Is it? That's very last name. Howington?
Yes.
What's your address up there?
502 B-A-L-S-A-N Drive.
B-A-L?
S-A-N Drive.
period. I, Robin Howington, having been informed of my constitutional right not to have a search made of my premises hereinafter mentioned without a search warrant, and of my right to refuse to consent to search, hereby authorize crime lab technicians, who the people are out there, and officers, that's me or anybody else out there, of the Knoxville Police Department to conduct a complete search of my premises at 502 Boston Drive. These officers are authorized by me to take from my premises any letters, papers, materials, or other properties that they may desire. This written permission is being given by me to the above-named officers voluntarily and without threats or promises or any coercion. Now, when I'm saying that, I told you what I was looking for. I have no reason to lie to you. We want the couch. We're looking for any projectiles, any weapons, bullets, anything that was used to shoot your dog. You know, a projectile that goes through something, it may be in the wall, it could be in the floor, it could be in the couch. These are things we need, okay? We're going to take pictures. I'm not going to go in there and look in your sock drawer. I'm not looking for anything. I'm not, like I told you, I'm not the devil. Trust me on that. I'm looking for anything relative to the homicide of your daughter. Okay? You have the sun right here for me. And this is in conjunction with what we talked about earlier, when I was recording earlier. Just want to make sure we got the form signed. I think I introduced myself. I'm Tim Riddle. I briefly spoke to you at your house. He spoke to you at the hospital and spoke with you here as well. Normally, in any circumstances we're dealing with a mama that's lost a child, that's kind of a witness situation with us. But only because we think there's some dishonesty going on, only because of that, we're going to read you your rights, okay? All we're wanting you to do is tell us the truth and don't leave anything out. Remember, this is a homicide investigation. Our job is to get justice for you, especially for your daughter, okay? I don't know what you're feeling right now. You're a mama. I'm sure you feel hurt. I'm sure you feel anger. But all I want you to do is to be straight up with me. Don't bullshit me, okay? He's the same way. We've got kids. We understand to a certain extent, okay?
You know Rachel Rice before? Yeah.
And all I'm going to do is read you. I'm not going to ask you to sign anything, but I'm going to read you your rights.
Okay, so at this point, you've had her sign a document, is that correct?
I had her to sign the consent form on the home search, or to process her home.
Do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is that?
That's the Knoxville Police Department's residential consent form. That's she gave us consent to process and do what we needed to do in her home.
Okay, and this here's her signature?
That is her signature.
And this is where you signed as well?
That is.
I wonder if we could move this in as the next exhibit?
Will that be marked in file as number 15?
16, Judge.
Is it 16? What was 15?
The CD, the video.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
And so, you read this to her word for word that you all were going to go look at her house, is that correct?
Correct.
She gave you permission to do that,
Correct.
Okay. Now, I've heard that there's been several times where you told her, we're not the dope police, we don't care if you're... Tell the jury why it was that you were telling that to the defendant in this case.
My concern is I'm not concerned with drugs. I'm investigating a death of her 5-year-old daughter. That's all I'm concerned about. She would never be charged with anything in relation to that drug, anything we found that were drugs. I would not take care of that. I'm just looking into the death of her daughter.
Okay, now you told Ms. Howington that because you think there's some dishonesty going on, you're going to read her Miranda rights. Is that correct?
Correct.
And the dishonesty that you were referencing, what was that?
Well, the home, or actually some things didn't add up to me at the home, and the cell phone, and things that kind of seemed to be spiraling.
I'm going to read your rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to consult with a lawyer and to have a lawyer present while you're being questioned. If you want a lawyer but you're unable to pay for one, a lawyer will be appointed to represent you for any cost to you. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering questions any time. You will also have the right to stop answering questions any time until you talk to a lawyer. Do you understand that? Basically what we're doing is we're wanting to hear your side of the story, minus the bullshit. That's all we want. Don't lie to us. Okay?
Hey, Gavin's with the neighbor. I told you I checked and said he's with the neighbor. It's fine. That's only coming on so I can't get nobody's number for you. So you can't let them know. Is there any other way you can find somebody's number so you can let people know?
I mean, Mama, I never wanted them about her. I don't want to call her, but she's probably going to have to die of a heart attack. That's the last thing I need.
Where your mom live?
His versus his
You
sin.
don't have to let some family know because you don't need to be by yourself. You tell me you don't know her dad's number, so you can't call him.
Right, I just feel like contacts.
Is there anybody else any other
I
family?
really don't talk to nobody. I told you, ever since I got married by a police officer, I really just distanced myself from everybody and made my life just about my kids because I got diagnosed with post-traumatic stress syndrome.
I know it's gonna be difficult. You might have to go on. You never know.
I guess my first question is, and I'm going to start kind of at the back end of the situation here, okay? What happened to your phone? Why is it dead?
Because there was like people asking for weed from my baby daddy because they couldn't get in contact with him.
You called somebody from that house when I was there to try to take your baby boy over across the street.
Right.
Okay, you were using that phone then. What happened to that phone in a 30-minute time frame from the time you got or left that house till you got to UT Hospital? That phone, okay, that phone has been thrown somewhere wet. We do this for a living. We're not done. This is your chance to tell the truth.
Let's try it. 'Cause I know at the hospital, you said you had to go to the bathroom, right? And you tried to give your phone to somebody, correct? And she wouldn't take it. So after she didn't take the phone, what'd you do with it?
I'm not gonna charge me with something.
What'd you do with the phone?
I don't want to talk, man, because I'm afraid.
So your child is dead, and you don't want to talk.
But it's because
So what? No. So what you're telling us is you don't care.
it's not
You
that I
don't care.
got raped by a police officer. So please.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious? Your daughter is dead,
I know that.
and you don't want to tell us who killed your child?
No.
Lord have mercy, do you have a heart? Do you have a soul?
Don't worry about being charged for throwing that phone in the toilet.
You're fucking right. No, she will be charged. You're going to be charged with tampering. That's tampering with evidence. I'm serious to God. You're going to go to jail for that tonight. You can lawyer up and do what you want to. We want the truth from you. If you tell us the truth, then by George, I'll call the damn DA's office and tell them, hey, let's slow a roll here. But if you're going to sit here and bullshit us on this, then we're not going to help you.
How do you know?
We can help you when you help us. Because right now you've committed a crime. I don't give a shit about tampering crime, but I care about that little kid of yours.
No, it's my daughter.
Okay?
Listen, it's like I told you earlier. Your action before, the way you started with trying to get rid of the phone and throw it away and all that stuff, that doesn't look good for you,
I
right?
know, but I don't want to get in trouble for weed either.
Listen.
My
What did I
son,
tell you?
where's my
What
son
did
go?
I tell you about that weed? What did I tell you about the weed?
Did you get
I
killed?
don't care about weed. You don't care about weed.
Yeah, I told that. Well, I promise.
There's a
I promise we don't get shit.
your child is deceased. That's what we care about, okay? And a lot of the things so far have not been matching up. They're not making sense. And the fact you try to get rid of your phone doesn't help all that stuff out, okay? And I told you earlier, I said, you gotta tell us the truth if you want this done. When the doctor told you, what did you say? I want them motherfuckers in jail.
Yes, I
The only
did.
way we can get that done is if you tell us the truth and be helpful with us,
I
right?
told you. We just came home from the park and I thought somebody was following me. And so I went down the alley. There's an alley between the neighbors where you took Calvin, or where whoever took Calvin, and nobody followed me. And then I didn't think nothing about it. She was laying on the couch. I turned Netflix on for her, and Gavin was sitting right beside me. I have a roast still cooking right now in the crock pot. I was getting ready to make the plates, and somebody came to the door, and I was sitting on the, whatever you want to call it, the footrest. And she was like this far away from me, laying there, because I was asking her, what else do you want? Because the only thing I had in the crock pot was the roast and carrots. And I let them choose what they want to eat because her dad is a vegan. And so she's somewhat picky about what she eats. And I didn't even hear the door open because it was just a screen door. I had the other door still open because my purse was in the car still because I had to carry Gavin in because he didn't have shoes on. So whoever, only thing I seen was a black dude come in and I heard a gunshot and then I looked at my baby and then I look at him and his eyes got big as I don't know what. Like I feel like it was meant for me.
What kind of car did it in?
It was a black Chrysler. I'm almost sure it was. I'm not 100% sure, but I can see like out the door from where the foot thing was.
So you never went outside to see the car?
No, I
You
got a
just
towel.
yourself
I got a towel and put it on her. I didn't know what else to do with it. I had to run to the other couch in the other living room and get my phone to call 911. And then I came back and held the towel on her, and then my baby was flipping out, so I had to hold it too.
Well, let's try something else. You said y'all were at the park. The park is where?
In Corns by Corns Pool.
Okay. Who was at the park?
Me, Calvin, and Destiny.
Nobody else?
No.
Just you two?
I mean, there was other people there, but as far as people I know, no.
Just okay. So you and your two kids.
Yes.
You all leave the park.
Well, actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. These 3 boys. There's like this may be something, I don't know, but these 3 Mexican boys, there's like a fence or whatever, and there's like a bench right beside the fence, and they kept on crawling over it, going to this building that's right beside of the park. I don't know what it is, I have no idea. So the boys were making comments about my breast. So I said, you guys are old enough to be talking to me like this, especially in front of my kids. I was like, you're already teaching my son bad things because he's trying to crawl over the fence too. So I went and pulled up, because when I walked back up to them, they bring it and cross the fence again. And when they crossed the fence, I drove up there to see if their parents were there. Well, their parents was there, and it was 2 Mexican men. And I said, you need to teach your sons to be more respectful, because they were being very disrespectful and talking to me in ways that I didn't appreciate, especially in front of my daughter.
And so did you drove off after that?
Yes, sir.
Headed back to your place?
Yes, sir. I went down Oak Ridge Highway and then turned left on Shaw Road and then went the back way by the Waggles on Callahan and through the back road.
And so when you get back to your place, you said you pulled in through the alley?
Yeah, because I felt somebody was following me.
So you thought somebody was following you from the park?
No, I don't know from the park. I wasn't paying that much attention because they were always complaining that they were thirsty and they were hungry and all this. So I was just consoling them, telling them we're going to be home, you know, the roast is done. Basically, Destiny was with me.
So when did you first think that somebody was following you?
When I turned left off Oak Ridge Highway onto Shaw Road.
And so what kind of vehicle was that?
I'm not sure. It was a dark colored car. I'm not sure.
So you think a dark colored car was following at that time?
Yes, sir.
But you still go straight on home?
Yeah, but I went through the alley, and when I went through the alley, nobody was behind me, so I didn't think nothing of it.
So when did you, so this dark colored car that you thought was following you, when did you not see it following you?
When we stopped at the red light on Callahan, they went behind me.
Callahan Clinic?
Central.
At Central?
Callahan and Central by the Waggles.
So right by the Waggles and I guess a couple of restaurants and stuff that you didn't see it anymore at that point?
We're Asian Cafe used to be, correct.
So you didn't see the car anymore at that point?
Correct.
And you go on to your house?
Correct.
And you said you go through an alley? So you
There's an alley in between the neighbor's house where we took out and the other house.
So you park behind the house?
No, I can't park behind my house.
So you go through the alley?
And then I just pulled into my driveway where my car is
And then
now.
you just come on and pull it to your driveway?
Correct.
Right.
And then Destiny went in, and then, like I said, first I had to unlock the door, so me and Destiny went to the door, and I unlocked the door, and then I came back out, and I got Gavin, because he didn't have no shoes on, and then I came back out, and I got my purse, and turned on Netflix for her, and Gavin was sitting right beside me, and I was asking him, what else do you want me to fix, because the roast and the carrots are done, and the next thing I know, the screen door was closed, but the whatever you want to call it, the big door was open, and I didn't even hear it open because the TV in the living room was on also, in the other living room.
And so when you get home, you said nobody else lives with you?
No, sir. No.
Nobody, you don't have either of the kids that have or male friends
No.
spends the night something? So
I mean, yeah, yes, I do.
Which school was that?
His name is Daniel
Daniel
Hensley.
Hensley. Okay. So you told me about him earlier when I asked you.
No, I mean, but we just started talking, like, he may have spent the night like 3 times in like a month.
Okay. So, but...
And then he didn't stay there last night, he didn't stay there the night before, none of that.
Right. So you get home, you get there, you got Netflix on, you're sitting there talking to them about what they want to eat, and you
The rest
say
of the vegetables, yes.
somebody just comes through the door.
Right,
Doesn't say anything,
nothing.
he just shoots.
Yes, one time.
And so, okay, so you said she's laying on the couch.
Correct.
So would Gabby be sitting like at her head or at her feet?
It was like beside me.
Where were you in like,
There's like a footstool thing, and I was sitting right.
So maybe she like-
So she's laying right here, the footstool's right here,
Okay.
I'm right here, he's right here.
So Gabby's kind of more at her feet, I would say?
Correct.
Her head's this way, her feet would be...
No, her head was this way. Her head was this way, towards the door.
But Gabby wasn't at the end towards her head, is what you're telling me.
Gavin was at the end.
So he's over here.
He was on this side of me, she was laying towards, her head was laying towards the front door.
So she's laying this way, kind of her body's facing north.
He was facing towards the door.
Front door.
Correct, correct. And she had her head on the pillow.
And this person comes in, don't say anything.
Don't say anything, and it was like me and her was this far apart, and shot, and then when he shot, it was like, his eyes got big, because I mean, she instantly started bleeding, and like, she just went out of it, and I just don't feel like it was meant for her.
What was he saying when he shot her?
He was probably about a foot away from the footstool thing, whatever.
So he's close to you.
Yes.
Then there's no way that he could have hit me from you. He's a foot away from
I mean,
you.
I'm not gonna say a foot. He was like, when you see where the door was.
Yes, ma'am.
I would say probably from here to you.
There's still no way.
There's no,
There's no way.
yeah.
There's just no way. If you're there and she's there.
You shoot my baby.
What's what we're trying to piece this thing together to figure out? You said that once he shot, he just turned around and went out the door?
His eyes got big, like he paused for a second. Like, yeah, he didn't walk out the door, he ran.
So you saw this guy?
Yes.
You probably got a good look at him, right?
Yes.
Okay, Detective Riddle, at this point in time, obviously you've not seen and reviewed, at this point in time when this interview is going on, the recording from the neighbor, is that correct?
No officers are stood out doing the neighborhood canvas.
Okay, and so now that you have reviewed that, is this story that she's told about her coming in with Destiny and then going back out and getting Gavin and then coming back in and then going back out and getting her purse, this person coming in and the person running out, is that consistent with what you see in that video?
No.
Black shirt, and I think he had on blue jean shorts, but I'm not sure. He didn't have no hat on or nothing. He was dark skinned.
When you say dark, do you mean like?
Darker than me.
Darker than me, okay. So darker than me, but how tall was he?
About my height.
How tall are you?
5'5".
What kind of, how was his hair?
It was short, like it was
Short
short.
like mine?
He didn't have a hat on, anything.
Yeah, anything that like stood out, like you have
I wasn't paying
tattoos?
attention. I'm like, why am I see my baby?
And so after he runs out the door, you said you think you see a black car.
Correct.
You drive by. And what do you do at this point?
I got the towel and I put it on her, and then I was looking for my phone and I remembered it. It was on the first living room couch.
Mm-hmm.
And I went in there and I got it and I called 911. And I just kept pushing the towel on her.
Was she talking to you or anything?
And I kept on trying to talk to her and she wouldn't say nothing.
You remember how many shots you heard?
Just one.
Just one shot. Do you think she saw the guy? Maybe she tried to put her hands up or something? Or anything? You remember?
I don't know. It was so fast. Like it happened like 10 seconds. So
All right, well, let's question things up. So first you said that you left the door open. Is that something you do all the time?
no.
Usually on the door open.
I mean, I do, but like I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about him eating.
Because you said first that the door was left open because your purse was still there.
Right, it was, yeah. I
But
had
then when you
my
just started telling me, you said that.
I had already got my purse though.
And you still left the door open after you already went
Right,
your purse.
right.
Why was that?
Just trying to get them to eat. She kept on saying she was hungry.
Were you maybe waiting for somebody to come see us from showing up?
No.
What's the deal with her dad? If you're not with her and some other guy's coming over, what's the deal with Destiny's dad?
He got an aggravated assault charge. He's the reason why I don't have my son, because he beat me to the point where I was unconscious, and the house that we lived in, he strangled me, and the door was open where it was a glass door, and he was paying $1,600 a month where we lived, and I guess the neighbors started arguing because the police showed up, and I was unconscious, and he was pouring water on my face. So we really don't get along at all. He just don't want to pay child support, so therefore he gives me money, basically. So, but people, like, he don't know a lot of people around here, so like I turn him on to people or let him meet people.
You middleman to him, because you said people
Right.
text you trying to
Yeah.
meet.
Mm-hmm.
So you do have some contact with him.
Yes. Oh yeah. But I mean, and that's the thing, we just got argument 2 days ago because I was supposed to be in the settlement from where I got raped, and he's been trying to get back with me, but he's a narcissist big time. Like he wants to control me. He shows up at my house unannounced, and he had called me a bitch for some reason, and I got mad at him. And I was like, "You're not going to call me a bitch to my face because I'm just tired. I miss my son. Like, is that what you're like?"
And just so that we're clear, the son that she's talking about now is not Gavin, is that correct?
No, it's not.
She's talking about an additional child that she doesn't have
I believe
custody
it's an
of.
older child.
Your son?
Yes. And so, I mean, we've always had a lot of animosity, but because of the rank, I don't really let my kids out of my sight, so I don't want to pick out in daycare, so I just basically, and then his dad just is out of the picture completely.
So you said that, my mom. So when Destiny's dad's name is Antoine, right?
Yes.
When he gets to see her, does he come around there? Or?
He comes to the house sometimes, or last weekend he took her. That was the first time he took her in a long time, and normally he comes to the house and just sits and tries to play family.
How often does he come see you?
Well, they were going to National Fitness. If she, like, they have like this point system on at the school, and if she gets 80%, then he'll take her to National Fitness, and they have like these classes that she can do, like karate and ballet and gymnastics. And so he would take her to that and then bring her back to his house. And he tried to get me to go, and I wouldn't let her go.
Because I saw some reports you and him had like pretty.
Yes, he's very violent. Yes, extremely violent.
And you hadn't seen him today?
No. I seen her. I talked to him today, and actually Destiny had called her that she had a bad day at school. Guess what is today?
Saturday.
Yeah, she had a bad day at school on Friday. She was in the principal's office for 2 hours because she had cut some little girl or something, and she was walking slowly and holding up the class line when they were late to lunch, and she's scared of him, so she didn't want to talk to him. But he had called.
So her dad?
Yes, and she didn't want to talk to him today. And he asked her what she did at school, and she said she was bad, and she ran off. And when she ran off, he was like, I was like, she don't want to talk to you. I was like, she's scared of you. And he was like, fuck you, I don't want to talk to you because of what had happened yesterday. I told you, he came to my house and dropped her off because he...
Okay, so to be clear, in this initial relaying of events, she says that Antoine was not at the house on September 14th of 2019. Is that correct?
Those are her words.
This was on Thursday, she had a good day. But the guy Kelly that I told you, me and him had went out to eat with Gavin at the food truck place on Central Avenue, and it was like he was watching.
Can we pause that for a second? I don't want to have the jury misled. She didn't say in this video that he was there on the 14th. She says he called on the 14th and talked to Destiny on the phone. And I just don't want the jury to be confused and call this a lie.
That's what I said.
Ladies and gentlemen, the beauty of your role in this function is you are the ultimate judges of facts, and you judge what the facts are, not what either one of the lawyers tell you they are. Keep playing the video.
Just to make sure it's clear, she told you that Antoine was not there on the day that her child was killed, correct?
Those were her words.
All right, keep playing the video.
Right when we pulled up.
And Antoine pulled up.
Yes, and he came beating on the door like he's the damn police.
Okay, I'm going to back this up so it doesn't get confusing.
To him, but he had called.
So her dad?
Yes, and she didn't want to talk to him today, and he asked her what she did at school, and she said she was bad, and she ran off, and when she ran off, he was like, I was like, she don't want to talk to you. I was like, she's scared of you, and he was like, fuck you, I don't want to talk to you because of what had happened yesterday. I told you, you came to my house, and dropped her off because he had her because it was National Fitness, because on Thursday she had a good day. But the guy Kelly that I told you, me and him had went out to eat with Gavin at the food truck place on Central Avenue, and it was like he was watching, I feel like, because he pulled up right when we pulled up.
And Antoine pulled up?
Yes, and he came beating on the door like he was the damn police.
So why is she afraid of him though?
I really don't know, because I mean, he's seen her be very cruel to me. It's all back to me.
So
And then today, when he was on the phone with her, like, she was like, I don't want to talk to him. And I was like, Antoine, she's scared of you. And I told her, I said, baby, you don't have to be scared of your daddy. You don't have to be scared because you had a bad day at school. Because at the end of the day, that's your daddy, and he still loves you, and he's not going to do anything to you. And she still refused to talk to him. So then he was like, started making it about me. He was like, you're nothing but a whore. I can't believe you got Callie over there. But I mean, I've known Callie for like 10 years, longer than I've known Antoine.
Is this the Daniel Hensley guy?
Yes.
Callie?
Yes, he's from California. And so, and I was like, what's the problem? And so him and Callie got into it because he was like, she's nothing but a whore. I got pictures of her sucking my dick, blah, blah, blah. This, which is, it could have been true, but it's like years ago, like 4 years ago, I'd say. She was about to get 6. So, like, he was like, she's a whore, blah, 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 all this. And, like, they got to tussling.
Just yesterday?
Yes, they got to tussling.
At the food truck?
No, at my house, and he brought her home. And Callie had took her and put her in her bedroom. And whenever that happened, he came back outside because Antoine was like, fuck you, bitch, you ain't nothing but a whore, blah, 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 like I said. And they got to tussling because he's like, you're not going to be disrespectful like that. You shouldn't be saying this in front of her daughter or her son. You know, that's not right. She has to live here. Would you do this at your house? And like Antoine kind of put his hands on him. They didn't really hit each other, but they kind of put their hands on each other, and I pulled him back. And then Callie made the statement. He was like, well, if she's a hoe, I guess she's my hoe now, or something to that effect. And Antoine went and got in the car, and he shot it back up and hit me. That's why my phone was messed up.
What was he driving yesterday?
His GMC, I guess it's a Yukon. It's black.
How do you think he's going to respond to this, to find out about this?
I mean, I'm sure it's going to be hard because his daughter, he's only got 2 kids and his son's 12, so.
Do you think he'd ever do anything to try to hurt Destiny?
I can't really answer that because I'm not around. I mean, he won't even let me know where he lives. And she's scared of him.
So tell me this, so this situation that you're saying happened yesterday, could that possibly happen today?
What do you mean?
Them getting into it, could that possibly take place today?
I don't
Not
know.
yesterday, them getting into it at your house, could that possibly
No,
happen
it was
today?
Friday.
You're positive it was yesterday?
Yes.
They didn't get into it today.
No. Callie hadn't even been there. He didn't. I didn't see him all last night after he left. When Antoine left, he left right after him.
Was he supposed to be coming over there today? See her or anything?
Who? Antoine? No.
Well, Antoine just showed up at your house.
Yes, he does.
Well, you think he would just show up mad at you?
Oh, he has,
Maybe-
definitely.
And maybe try to do something to you and just so
Yes.
happen that it was Destiny? And could that possibly be what might have happened tonight?
I know it wasn't Antoine. I can promise you it wasn't Antoine, but I mean, he's selling drugs. People are going to do whatever for him. That's one thing I can't say.
So you think that maybe he could have got somebody to come over there and do that? But you don't think it would have been him?
Right. I know it wasn't him. I've seen this man face to face. I know it wasn't him.
Okay, so again, at this point in her relaying information to you, she's adamant that Antoine was not at the house when Destiny was killed. Is that correct?
That's what she spoke to me about. He was not there.
What is the line on
I think it's probably on his screen.
The screen is not functioning.
And I'm not touching it. I don't know what's going on with it.
I suspect if you
If
shake
you
it.
hit the back button, it should. I'll leave it for you. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Well, there's still some more stuff that we that's not making sense, right? Because you're saying you know it wasn't him, you don't know who this guy, but you don't know who the guy was.
Right.
Okay? And you're saying that it was one shot, and that could be possible, I don't know. But it's still not explaining why we're not finding any bullets there at the house, right?
Were they inside of her?
No. There were no bullets inside her, right? So
Well, they have to be there.
that would mean that it would have to be somewhere at the house, in the couch. She's laying on the couch,
Right.
shot on the couch.
Right.
We didn't find them. There's not any bullet holes in that couch, right?
All right, Detective Riddle, at this point in time, nobody's recovered bullets from the home. Is that correct?
No, I believe we're getting relayed information from forensics.
Okay. Now, at some point in time, did you receive information that there was, in fact, a bullet in maybe the pillow or the couch or something of that nature?
Yes, I did.
Okay, but you've not received that information at this point in the interview, is that
As of
correct?
this point, no.
So that's not adding up. This is 1 + 1 = 2, right? So you tell me she's on the couch, she got shot.
Right.
It don't add up to that. Is this, and I don't know if maybe you're scared, so maybe you're forgetting something or you're changing a little bit, but did this happen at the house?
Oh yeah, yes, it was right there. We were sitting right there. She was laying there watching Netflix. Gavin was right beside me. We were talking about what she was going to eat. The dude came in the door and shot, and that was it.
He's been to the hospital, and what he's trying to tell you is he saw the trajectory of her wound through her person. And it would indicate to him that she's been shot through and through, right? It looked pretty straight. And on the autopsy, they'll stick the rod in her and let them know, they'll tell us the trajectory. Would it indicate to you that she was shot at him? He was over? Okay. If that's the scenario, then there would be a bullet or a hole in that couch going into your floor. And we're telling you it's not. We're not making it up. We're telling you that we cannot find a hole in that couch. She doesn't have a bullet in her, and it just don't disappear.
Right. I mean, I understand completely.
And we don't think she shot. We think she shot more than once.
I only heard one gunshot.
I mean, that could be. I mean, what I'm saying,
It could be. But that's why I was asking if maybe she put her hands up or something.
that's why I come back here and ask you about the couch.
Right. Oh yeah, you can take the
But
couch.
this and nobody's saying you're lying. This ain't adding up. It's not
I
making
understand.
sense.
I understand.
And you're sure it's a black car?
I'm not 100% sure, but yes.
Because there's a big difference between black and other colors.
Right. I mean, I didn't get up and just go out and look like I told you.
No, because I asked that question because it's a pretty long distance. I don't know how you could assume it's a black car
Right.
when you're at least 25 or 30 yards away from it in
Right.
that small little front door. So, I mean, were you assuming?
No, I wasn't assuming, but that's what I thought that I seen.
And usually, in our job, in our profession, there's usually a motive Like if someone comes in your house and there's a problem with you, bad guys are bad guys. They can be shitheads, but most bad guys have a heart. They're not going to shoot a little kid. They're going to shoot you if you're the target. Or if they're going to rob you, they're going to say, I want your shit. He didn't say nothing. Just shoot your little girl.
That's why I'm thinking that if there's something you may tell
No,
us.
I swear to God.
You've already told us you're scared. You mentioned it right off the bat.
Yeah,
You're
because,
scared.
I mean, I got raped by a police officer.
Honey, we're not.
Listen, that ain't us,
I
right?
understand that.
We ain't always in their bad seats everywhere, right? I hate that happens. We're here trying to help you. We want to help you out of this situation.
Yes, I want to put them in jail.
And we need you to help us because, like I said, it's not enough. People don't shoot you.
I know, well,
They don't do that. That's a different kind of evil if somebody just
that's all like it was meant for me.
But
There's no
what you're
way.
telling us, there's no way.
There's no way.
There's no way somebody's that close and misses you and hits her like that.
I mean, it's almost like it's been vindictive, which could be a domestic violence issue. I can't have you, so I'm going to take somebody else close.
She was straight up with you. I feel like it's her dad. And I feel like you don't want to tell us that. I feel like he's pissed off about all this stuff that's going on. You won't let him see her. She's scared of him. I feel like he came in there, pissed off, and he did, and you scared to say something because you know so many same things been going on in the past. I feel like that's exactly what's hitting you. You don't want to say it because you're scared.
I think you're a trick. I think he's sitting down on the head. I don't think he intended to kill the little girl. I think he was going to shoot and scare the hell out of you. And he's that's like you said. He said, "Oh shit, I've shot my
That's all
baby."
he got there. He turned around. I'm telling you, I'm not.
You're right, okay, you're right, okay, all right.
See, you got
I've been
serious.
in my heart the whole time. You got to listen.
I know, but
Listen
you told her
to me.
to.
Listen. She is your baby. She is your baby. We don't. If he is evil enough to do something like this, we don't care about him right now. If he didn't care about his daughter to do like that, why are you caring about her? You need to be trying to make sure we get her justice. And like you said, put this motherfucker in jail. He's pissed at you over this whole Kelly situation.
You're right.
He's pissed that she's mad at him. He comes in there and he shoots his up.
That's not man.
You're right, okay, I'm glad I can't do it.
No, you've done the right thing.
We need to get you some family so we can get you to the junior somewhere, okay?
I just want my baby.
I told you about hospital, but we can't, that right now is.
That's what I'm gonna be, that's
It's
what.
okay, and we'll do that, okay?
See, that's another thing.
Well,
He got mad because I had Gavin, because the guy that I had Gavin with, I was with before him, and then I got with him after him, and he made me put my hand on the Bible and promise him that I would never mess with him no more. I mean, this dude used to nail the window shut on me and Destiny and had locks on his house, and we lived together to where we couldn't get out without a key.
This guy's fixing to
So tell me the truth, so he played the game that he did this night, didn't he? He wasn't meant to be, he was meant to Destiny.
I think like you said, he was going to
I
scare
think he
me.
went scared and he shot her and it fucked him up. And he don't drive a black. He drives a white one.
He just like you think.
I don't know. He said he goes to the power auction behind Walmart, the highway, and buys cars.
We're pretty certain it's white.
But you know,
And he had him.
I don't know.
Because we got witnesses.
what was he wearing?
He had on a black shirt. Yeah. Do you have a black hat on?
Did he say anything to you? Did you ever see him when you first got home?
No.
You think he might have been, you think he really was following you?
I think that he was just watching.
I think you're right. I think the video's going to tell us that he was probably sitting, watching and waiting for you to come home. We knew this is domestic. And we figured the whole time that you're scared. We understand. We just don't want you to lie to us. You know, it's more you're okay.
Okay, Detective Riddle, can you kind of explain to the jury a little bit about the emotions that are going on with you and the officers and Miss Howington in the room?
I won't speak for myself. I'm frustrated just by the numerous untruths that are being told. We go in the direction because we feel like a motive. This is just not a normal shooting. So we have a database at the Knoxville Police Department. We didn't just pull Antoine Oliver's name out of the database. There's the database that has Antoine abusing Miss Howington. So that's why we're assuming there's more to this story than just some random black guy coming in and shooting this 5-year-old little girl. So we're trying to get this. You see how hard it is for us to get the truth out of her. We're trying to get more out of her.
Okay, so at this point in time, whenever she says that it's Anton that came in and shot the little girl, do you believe that to be a true story as you're sitting there?
As I'm sitting there, yes, I'm kind of excited, but we got some steps. We're going to go through the process of getting a warrant.
Okay, and so just so the jury's clear where we're headed, this is not the story that she's going to stick to, though, is it?
Oh heavens, no.
This is all you need right now, okay? We're trying to help you. We ain't the bad guys, right? We want to help you. Thank you for finally coming and telling us the truth, okay? Did you, after this whole thing happened, did you call him? Did you contact him?
No.
Did you call anybody?
I called Kelly.
You called Kelly. Did you tell him what you said? You think he'll talk to us?
It'd be good.
He will. He sounds sweet too. And he's gonna go back.
What do you care?
What did you just tell you?
We know you tried to destroy your phone. We don't give a
You don't
shit.
care about me? How many times have I tell you that? I don't care about that.
I mean, he might never talk to you and tell you that him and Antoine got into it.
That's all, yeah. If he can tell us that, he can tell us that, yeah, you called me, told me whatever. Afterwards, that's wonderful. We'll do the probation. I'll tell the probation officer, hey, he's helping us something he didn't know trouble. We're not in here trying to just him folks up. But if folks do bad stuff like shoot their own child, that's the people we trying to young up. They're the people we trying to put in jail for the rest of their life.
I can't believe the baby is gone, John.
I can't imagine how it feels. But I'm telling you, you need some family, somebody right now. You don't need to be by yourself.
I really personally think we probably need to put you in a room somewhere. We'll try to do something from special crimes to get you some help, get you in a room. You don't need to be at the house because this guy's done something bad. He may do something worse. I don't know how it could be any worse than he did.
You ain't trying to say, you don't need to be by yourself. You don't need to be alone right now.
And you've told us the whole truth.
You promise when he comes in that door, he doesn't say anything.
He didn't say nothing.
Did you say what the hell you doing? Did you say
No.
anything?
I didn't even recognize him as there until the gun went off.
What kind of gun was it?
I don't know. It's black. That's all I know.
It looked like a semi-automatic or a revolver.
I don't even know. I don't know anything about this.
Anyway.
Kind of look like the ones we carried, or did it have the ones that had like a little round cylinder on it?
What do you mean by around cylinder? Let me see that one. I'll tell you. Like the
Well, I didn't take that one.
It's a semi-automatic.
It's like it's got, you put the magazine in like that.
I don't know.
Or did like you ever seen like in a movie people play like Russian roulette and stuff, and they take a gun and they put a bullet in and spin it around?
No,
That's
no,
how it said it didn't look like that.
no.
So it kind of looked like something like this, more
Smaller.
smaller kind of like this. Have you ever seen them before?
No.
Have you ever seen with guns before?
Have you spoken with him on the phone today?
Yeah.
And okay,
Yeah.
the reason I want to say this, and I promise you, we're not going to lie to you. It is pivotal, and I'm going to tell you this from the prosecution standpoint. It's pivotal that we look into your phone because that's what they consider exculpatory evidence. We would like to see if you are. If you are, that's fine.
No, it was on the phone call.
Oh,
All right, so Detective Riddle, at this point in time, you're making or moving towards the decision to charge Antoine with a homicide in this case. Is that correct?
correct. We would still like to see your phone record. And I promise you, you've got to be able to trust me. Okay, I don't care. I told you, if you sell 10 pounds of weed, I don't give a shit. It would be good if we could download your phone. We deal with this all the time. I promise you, we're not going to touch you. I don't care. We're here for your dollar, and we're here for you.
The last thing we want to do is put you in jail.
I'm
My
really.
dad was my phone.
Would you like to download your phone to look at your call log, to look if there's any messages? If you've got
They
messages,
don't have any messages.
okay.
You have any message me.
All let you do is verify your statement. That's all we're doing. That's all we're doing. And defense attorney says, what they're going to do. They're going to attack you. They're going to attack that phone because we didn't do our job. Trust me, I know how it works. You got to trust me. I promise you.
The last thing we want to do is take a mother and just watch her daughter die and put her in jail. We don't want to do that. That's not what we're here for.
You've got a 2-year-old son that witnessed this, and it's terrible.
That's what we want. We want to get you back to him and get you somewhere safe. And we want to go out there and get looking for Antoine. Because he's going to ask for this.
We're going to make a line. I want you to get around the line to make sure we got the right guy. And we're going to put him on first degree murder.
Just the one that the one I showed you?
Yes, sir.
We're going to still show you a line, all right?
Yes, sir.
Let's go try to see if we can get somebody so we can put you up tonight and get you and Gavin somewhere safe.
And do you trust us? And we come across, I've been asked now, I apologize. I know you're having a hard time.
I'm going to tell you why he's an asshole. We take this stuff serious.
No, I'm in serious. I'm in
This we don't just.
This is our baby, so just imagine how I feel.
Well, you gotta understand, it's your baby, and we want the truth from you, and we want to give us the truth, so that everybody says.
But you're scared.
But we understand, like I said, I went and I saw where y'all, when you and him have had it out, y'all had it out for a while, since about 2012, 14 or something.
He's the reason why I lost my
And
son.
when I saw that, I said, this is.
It just, I can't comprehend it because I can't imagine hurting my kids. You can't imagine hurting them. I mean, if you got a problem with your girlfriend or baby mama, move on. That's your kid. That's with you forever.
Alright, we'll be back in just a second, okay? You need something to drink? We'll get you something.
Okay. You want to help anything? Okay.
All right, so at this point, when you and Detective Wardlaw leave the room, what are you all going to do?
We are, I don't know if it's me or him, we made a photo lineup of Antoine Oliver, who's the father of Destiny Oliver. Not only that, but we're corresponding with officers on scene still.
Let me ask you, do you recognize the document that I'm handing you?
Yes, it's the black and white photo lineup that I made of Antoine Oliver.
I think we could make this exhibit number
17.
17.
No objection.
Let it be marked in bio as 17.
And can you explain to the jury just briefly what you mean when you say photo plan?
Well, generally, the rule of thumb is you want to make a 6-person lineup, make them very close as possible. In this case, she knew Antoine Oliver. She ID'd him, but we want to make sure we got the right Antoine Oliver. So we made 6 photos, and we put Antoine in a photo, and she was able to identify him as number 3 in the photo.
Okay, so she actually circled, this is the person she's saying shot her child in this recitation of what happened.
Correct.
You can publish this in the-
You may.
Are you and Detective Wardlow doing anything else while you're out of the room at this point?
Yeah. Not only with that, I think we continue to look at the database as the reports, getting a picture of the violence with Antoine toward her, and I believe we're also, like I said, we were corresponding with officers on scene about video.
Or if we could resume with Exhibit 15.
Sorry.
If I can resume with this.
You may.
Actually, I really needed to know what this is.
I'm not
I know
touching
you're
this.
not touching it. I know you're not touching it.
I don't need it if you want. I can just view that up there.
I don't know how to unhook this from that because that's how the system's set up.
Can't see my phone. Okay, look at each other. Say, look at this.
And I really don't want to consent to the phone stuff either. Just for my personal protection.
Okay.
That's fine. Thank you.
Well, we'll keep it. We'll have the right search warrant. You still keep it. We're still gonna go in. We just have to do a search warrant. Just move work on our part.
Okay, Detective Riddle, so the defendant in this case has indicated that she does not want to consent to have you all look at her phone. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, so at this point in time, do you all know about the text message that she sent to Joe Key that says that Gavin shot Destiny?
No.
Okay, well, here, I'm gonna show you 6 pictures. You tell me the person. You tell me the person, and you circle the person that shot and killed your daughter. You sign right there. Initially right here for me, please. That's indicating you said photo number 3, right? You just put your initial right here. And I think the signature right here.
Okay, so tell me this. You said it looked like it was like a gun like this. So that's a semi-automatic. So no shoot, the shoot that was called a casing, right? So it should have been at least one of those found. You never seen one of those?
You know what casing is?
No, sir.
That's this part of the bullet. That's the bullet. That's the casing. That's what spits it out. So you didn't see any of those?
No, I think my baby is like the messiest baby in the world. So he could very well pick it up. I don't know. Because he was there with her and around her and without her. And he could get my phone and I was in her.
Do you want a gun? Have had a gun?
All right, so here, when Detective Wardlow said, "Do you own a gun?" what did she do with her head?
She nodded no.
So it surprised you told me that a gun was found outside the house? That would surprise you?
So at this point, have you all received information that there is a gun that was outside the house?
We have video.
And had the officers actually found that gun outside the house?
Yes.
Yes, it was. I was scared.
So what do you mean? What? I don't understand what you're saying.
Like, I have nightmares of this police officer coming to kill me.
So, like, you keep talking about that incident. Like, what's the deal with that?
Because it bothers me.
Like, did it happen here or somewhere else? Or?
It happened in Sullivan County. At Lincoln.
Okay, Kingsport.
Yes.
How long ago was this?
It was March 21st, 2018.
And he was prosecuted?
He's about to be raped, assault, and gone to a TBI agent.
So, but I asked you about if a gun outside your house, and you said I was scared. I don't understand that answer.
Yeah, I was scared that he's going to come and try to kill me.
So you have a gun?
Yes.
What kind of gun you have?
I don't even know. A friend of mine gave it to me. It's not even really my gun, it's his. He just basically leaves it there, so.
Is it somewhere in the house?
I'm sorry?
Is it somewhere in your house right now?
No.
Where's it at?
Wherever he put it.
Is it the one that was found outside your house?
I guess if that's where he put it.
Who's your friend that put it there?
Copy.
So to be clear, Detective Riddle, at this point in time, Ms. Howington says there may be a gun outside her house, but that Callie put the gun outside her house?
That's what I took it as being.
And who is Callie for the jury?
Callie is Daniel Hensley, a guy that she was dating.
Is this the story she's going to stick with?
No.
When did you put it there?
I'm not sure. He's supposed to put it in storage.
In the storage. Where's the storage?
I have no idea. I'm having it somewhere.
Oh, they said your storage.
No.
Okay. So you think that maybe Gavin might have picked up the casing? What would he have did with it? Because it was.
There's no telling.
This is
I mean,
still
I'm not 100% sure that he did.
Because it's not lined up that there's no bullet, and there should be a bullet, and there's no casing if it's a semi-automatic, right?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what kind of gun. I don't know.
Well, you said it wasn't one like people play Russian roulette, so it means it's got to be
I mean, I'm
something.
not 100% sure. No.
So when you got home, you sure nobody was at your house when you pulled up? Nobody's already there?
No.
Detective Riddle, is that consistent with what you saw on the video when she says there was nobody there when she pulled up?
What you saw in the video was a car there waiting, and then she pulls up.
Any point did you go back outside and move your car?
Yes.
Okay, when did that?
After I turned the Netflix off for the kids.
Or why'd you move it?
Because I always like the same place, so that the mailman can get to the mailbox.
And that's before your baby was shot.
Correct.
And did you see another car outside when you went to move yours?
A white person.
Okay, who was that?
Yes.
It was Antoine. So was Antoine already there when you got there?
Yes.
He was already at your house when you got there? Inside or outside?
Outside.
Waiting on it.
And I didn't know that he was going to get there.
Okay, so why didn't you tell us that earlier?
Because, I mean, this is his daughter, too. I know that he killed her, but I just don't feel like he did it on purpose. I feel like he was trying to kill me.
So he was already there. What happens?
He tried to talk. He came in the house. And when he came in the house, I told him I didn't want to talk to him. And he went back outside the house.
Okay, then what happened?
Then he came back in.
He brought a gun back in with you.
Yes.
Is this story consistent with what you see in the video of somebody coming in, going back out, and then coming back in?
No.
So this gun that Callie gave you, how long you had it?
Not very long.
And it was in the house tonight?
No.
That gun never was in the house. No.
So, with that being said, if we told you there was a gun found outside, and we want to make sure that it's not the gun you said Callie gave you, you might give those DNA so we can make sure it's not.
I don't understand.
So there's a gun found outside.
Right.
You said Callie gave you a gun at some point.
Right.
We want to make sure that that's not the gun that Callie gave you. The way we do that is DNA. You might give us your DNA so we can make sure that's not the gun.
I'm saying Callie did give me that gun. Yeah.
I know that.
Okay.
And you're saying you don't know where that gun is at now.
Correct.
Right. But there was a gun outside your house.
Correct.
So to make sure that that's not the same gun that Callie gave you, we'll run your DNA against the DNA count on that gun. Do you mind if we get DNA?
No,
So we do
that, I guess it is the gun that Kelly gave me, yeah. He told me he put it outside, he was supposed to put it in storage.
So it'll be his DNA on it, not yours, right?
Should be, yeah.
Okay,
But I don't have touched it before, I'm not gonna lie to you.
So do you care if we get your DNA to make sure?
Sure.
So we can have DNA so we can run it to make sure it's not.
I mean, my DNA's gonna be on there, you don't have to worry about it.
If that's okay, just prove your side of the story.
Okay.
That's all we're trying to do. Because we want to cross our lines, keep it out of our eyes, because if we don't do certain stuff, then they'll say we didn't do our stuff.
Right.
All right. So why did he give you that?
Because when he slept there, he woke me up in my sleep and said that I was having nightmares, and he asked me what it was, and I told him that I had nightmares because a police officer was going to kill me.
So it wasn't for Antoine, because the
I mean, it was for Antoine too.
Tell me this. Could possibly you and Antoine got into it today, and you had a gun trying to scare him, and you shot him?
No,
sir?
no,
That didn't happen.
that did not happen.
That didn't happen. So you're positive it was
Yes.
him?
I mean, I just can't believe that he would do. I mean, my daughter is begging, like, I really feel like he was trying to kill me. Because he keeps on saying, it needs to be with me anyway, she needs to live with me, she don't need to live with you, all this. He kept on trying to tell me that she always says that when she's with him, she don't want to come home, and she never spoke that to me. Like, there's been times that he's trying to get her, and she doesn't want to go. He hasn't seen her. He just recently started seeing her again because in February he questioned her for 2 hours about who I went out to eat with on Valentine's Day because he thought it was Callie. We went to her when we went to Massachusetts.
So between the time when you shouldn't have, when you called 911, the police got there, like, what did you do?
I said, "Damn, the hell the time on my baby."
You never, like, went outside or tried to get rid of anything? Because that's what, we don't care about it. You got some weed in there and you try to get rid of it. We don't care about that. Right? I let him do this and we'll finish.
Which date birth from?
783.
And you are continuing just rest of the swab inside your cheeks.
Detective Riddle, what are you doing at this point?
I'm actually taking buccal swabs, which is rub them on her cheek and just get her DNA profile.
Okay, and so at this point in her story, she's saying that she did not put that gun outside. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, she says, okay.
Like I told you, the program's not heading up. One of the business, we can't find that board. Two of them locations. You know, this is one book, one shift. Right? None of those things. You didn't by any chance pick up.
No, I didn't touch it. No, I was trying to. I was in shock. Like, my daughter was sitting here with pouring blood out of her chest, and my baby screaming.
So if I told you that there's by chance their video and it's showing you and one outside talking, showing you come back outside and move your car, and it shows you come back outside again, would you believe that I was telling you the truth?
Yes, sir. How you asking?
Would you believe, so if I told you that this video of you coming out there dropping everything outside, would you believe that?
Yes.
So that happened then?
Yeah, because I didn't want it in the house.
Okay. But then remember when I said, what did you do? Is there anything you got rid of? Why couldn't you say that? When we had that conversation in the hallway, what did I ask? I just asked you to be honest. That's all I asked you. So I thought you were being honest, but apparently you're still not being honest. So you had left some stuff out. So before you called 911,
No, after.
So after you called 911, what did you do?
I took it down and put it outside.
What was the gun in?
It was in the closet in my bedroom.
So why did you think to get the gun and come and put it outside?
Because I didn't want to be charged with having a gun
Detective Riddle, you heard the defense attorney say that the reason that the defendant took the gun outside is because she wanted to be safe. Is that correct?
Correct. Something similar. I don't verbatim.
Is that what she said here? She was taking it out for the safety of her children?
No.
It's not illegal. Gun in your home is not illegal.
I didn't know
You
that.
got a felony?
No, sir.
It's not legal. Okay, now let's try something else. We were at the house. There were no case. What happened to the case?
I don't know. I really don't have a clue. I really do not have a clue. I swear to God, I'm my son. It's living.
Okay, so the gun that we found outside, that Kelly gave you, we test fired that gun. It's not going to match anything with this.
No.
Have you ever even shot a gun before?
No.
So you don't know how to use a gun?
No.
So what's the chances that you were scared today, you had the gun, and you shot by mistake?
No.
That didn't happen.
No, sir.
You never got the gun until after you called 911 and you thought that you get in trouble for that.
Sorry.
So you're sticking with the fact that Antoine did this.
Yes.
Surely God, you would not blame this on somebody that can't be true.
No.
Because you've always seen it.
Right.
Never scratching our head.
Right.
Because you ain't been telling us the whole truth. That's all I've asked you for the whole time.
Right.
But do you know this thing seems like to me? You more worried about self-preservation than anything else.
What does that mean?
You worry about saving yourself more than anything else. That's all I've been
I mean,
getting.
I have a son to raise. That is also his sister.
Yeah, I understand that. I understand. You got another side you got to worry about. Right? But you also have to know that there's justice will happen. And if it was something you did that was a mistake, then we need to know that. Because mistakes happen. We understand that. I don't think for a second you were malicious to shoot your child.
No.
I would hope that they know one of them to do that. But when you keep on giving us reasons to doubt it, it's not helping out your cause. And you continue to give us reasons to doubt it, right? Started with the phone. Then you lied about the car color. You lied about the person there. Then you lied about a gun. You weren't going to tell us any of that stuff until we figured it out and brought it up to you. Like, you understand that you're making this a really difficult case, right?
Well, it's not. I don't think we give the prosecution on
Because
that.
I don't even know who we even prosecute now.
Because you're not allowed to do
Because
this.
you gave us so many jumbled up stories.
Yes, you're telling the truth.
I'm just going to be straight up with you.
Is that gun the murder weapon? I'm just asking. If it is, tell us it is. If it's the weapon he used now, you tell me outside, tell me the truth. Is it the murder weapon? Because I think we've got ballistics, and we're going to be able to tell. I want you to hear it from your mouth. I want to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Do you want this thing?
Yes, and he wiped it off.
Do you want this to go in front of a jury of people and you look like some uncaring?
No.
Because I'm telling you what you look like right now. You look like you're very uncaring, and the only thing that matters to you is you. That's what you look like. I would like to think if I was in your position, I don't care if it was my mama that came in there and shot my kid. I'm telling any and everything. You're not doing that. Everything we've got from you, we've had to pull out of you. You have not really given us anything. Somebody that wants justice and wants something done, they would be giving us all the info we need. They would be saying, yes, check my phone. I don't care if it's weed in there. I told you we don't care about weed. We're not trying to give you more. You'd be saying, this is what happened. Yes, he had a gun. He threw it over there. Or I took it over there. You would be telling us all this stuff. You would get it out. Listen, you would get it all out there. Because it's going to come up at some point. You're going to have to answer it. So get it all out there so we can work through it. So now you tell us he knew where the gun was at. So there's more to the story. So you had to tell us about that.
And he hadn't done this by you. I'm just going to wait and tell you the truth again. At 8:42, you were seen on video taking that gun out. 8 minutes later, you call 911. We got the transcripts. You're covering up. This is not good. What's going on here? Tell me, please, God, Lord, sweet name of Jesus. You are not lying on this young man.
Self-preservation, I mean, it's human. Nobody wants to look at it as they're a bad person. Even if something happened and it wasn't on purpose. So I understand that. But you got to own up to stuff, say something, right? And all you've done is cast doubt on everything he told us. He told us, we see you outside about 8 minutes before we call 911.
That's not good.
That's not good. That's not good.
We can't sell this to jurors.
Who we have, who all of this happening? There's more to this than what you're telling us.
You see, I see a different change in you right now. You went to crime mode to he did crime mode. Now you're thinking the wheels are turning. Oh Lord, what am I going to do? I mean, this is where I'm an emotional wreck. Just listen to it, because I was thinking, yes, we'll put some motherfucker in jail, and now we're thinking, holy shit, did she kill her child?
No, I did not kill my baby.
But how are we supposed to believe it?
Oh, what else?
Explain.
I don't know.
Can you explain why you're seeing one gun outside and then 8 minutes later call it 911?
No, I called 911 first.
I don't know.
Yes, I did.
We're gonna get the video, but I'm pretty sure it shows you outside at 9:40 or 8:42. The 911 call was placed at 8:50.
Okay, and so this information that you're relaying to Ms. Howington, where are you getting that information?
I'm getting it from officers on scene. The timeline is off. We do have an accurate account. We did get the 911 records. I was off on my time. That's my bad. So, but now we do have the accurate. There's the only thing that we've made right is the accurate time frame,
Okay.
chronological order.
So let's go ahead and let's talk through that right now. You were in the courtroom obviously when that video was played that had the spider web in the corner and it was done at the neighbor's house. Is that correct?
I did not have access to it during this interview, but I was able to gain access of it at some point.
And have you reviewed the times when cars arrive and when people arrive?
Yes.
All right. So I want to walk through. Can you tell this jury the first time that a vehicle arrives at that home? What time is that?
The first vehicle arrives at the home at 8 o'clock and 8:29 and 38 seconds. That's the first arrival. You see the headlights coming into that driveway that's on the street.
Okay, so 8:29:38 is when that car arrives. Does that car then leave?
It leaves at 8:31:08.
At some point in time, does either the same car or another car arrive at the house?
A car arrives back in front of 502 Balsam at 8:41:04 seconds.
Is there any way for you to tell if it's the same vehicle or a different vehicle, or is that something that's unknown?
I can't tell.
And so after that, after we see the car arrive, the second event at 8:41:04, what happens next?
You'll see Miss Howington pull into her driveway at 8:42 and 23 seconds.
Okay. What happens next?
And then at 8:43 and 28 seconds, the lights turn on, and you see her, Destiny, and Gavin go into the house.
Okay. And Destiny walks in first.
Yes, correct.
And then she's followed quickly thereafter by Miss Howington, who is carrying Gavin. Is that correct?
Yes. Can I make one point in there? The person is in her driveway. She drives past. She sees the car. It's obvious to me. I mean, you'll have the video. She knows. I don't know if she knows the person that's in the car, but she observes that car. She parks right in front of it. Or behind it, one of the two.
So after Destiny goes inside and Miss Howington and Gavin go inside, is there a point in time where that door opens again?
At 8:46:05, I believe she goes back to the front door and she motions for somebody to come into the house.
Now, in that video that we've watched, is there a point in time when somebody leaves the vehicle that had been sitting in front of the car and walks into the house?
At 8:46 and 35 seconds, that individual from that car that's parked there before her arrival walks into that residence.
Okay. And then what happens next?
Then at a minute later, roughly 8:46 and 43 seconds, that same individual walks back out of the house, gets into his car, and leaves. 8:46 and 43 seconds, he's seen exiting the house.
Did he come in again?
He come in at 8:46:35.
Say that one more time.
Well, let's see. My time's here. Maybe I'll.
When the individual enters the house, I've written it wrong right here, so I just want to.
Okay. The individual enters the house at 8:46:43.
Okay. And then the individual exits the house
At 8:47:47.
Sorry. Okay, I did that right. 8:47:47. All right. So total inside the house of that individual is 63 seconds. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. What is the next thing that happens?
Miss Howington then exits her home and goes out to her car at 8:48:23.
And what do you see in the video that Miss Howington does with her car?
It looks like at 8:48 and 52 seconds, her lights turn on.
Okay.
And then at 8:48:55 seconds, she moves her car where that car is, where the person's car is parked.
Okay. And then what happens next?
At 8:50 and 15 seconds, she goes back into her home.
Okay. So she's outside the home doing the thing where she's moving her car for approximately a minute and 52 seconds. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. And we heard earlier about the 911 call. You said you later got that record. What is the time of the 911 call?
It was 8:53. And there might have been a few seconds on it. Whatever the 911 chronological would have that documented.
So 8:53 is when the 911 calls. happens. Is there a point in time when Miss Howington exits the home again, and this is the point in time where we believe she's moving the gun?
At 8:53 and 53 seconds, she exits that house. You can see her come off that porch into near that bush area.
Okay. And then when does she re-enter the home?
She re-enters the home at 8:54 and 17 seconds.
Okay. And then is there a point in time when the first officer arrives on the scene?
You saw on that video, Officer Cummings comes in with his lights on at 8:56 and 15 seconds.
And then is there a point in time where you can see him leave with Destiny?
He leaves with her at 8:58 and 20 seconds.
If we can make these sequels collectively matches. Okay. And then is there a point in time when the first officer arrives on the scene?
You saw on that video, Officer Cummings comes in with his lights on at 8:56 and 15 seconds.
And then is there a point in time where you can see him leave with Destiny?
He leaves with her at 8:58 and 20 seconds.
If we can make these sequels collectively matches.
Let those be filed collectively as 18.
I'm going to continue with Exhibit 15.
Eight minutes after the fact.
But you know what? We can't verify that. You know why? Because you told she phone number. Because if we can put your phone number and see what she called right here at this time,
You knew that, don't you? You knew that your phone was a key factor in this mess, and that's why you wanted to try to get it off. You're trying to give some innocent lady over at UT Hospital who don't want to catch shit from nothing but her. And you shut in that toilet. Run water, whatever the hell you did to it.
okay, well, let's try this. We'll go back to your story because you said he knew where the gun was. So where were you going from there? When you said he knew
She
where
knew
the
where
gun
the gun was because he came in my room one day when he just showed up and he seen it in the closet when I was getting my clothes out to get dressed.
was. Okay, so how does that factor into tonight?
That's where he went and got it from.
So you tell.
Detective Hurdle, at this point in the interview, Ms. Howington is saying that Antoine got the gun out of the closet. Is that correct?
That's how I'm taking it, that he went into her closet and got the gun.
Is that the story she's going to say later?
No.
When he got that gun, and that's the gun he used.
And he threw it down after he shot his child. And you picked it up, and you took it out to the bush, and you've done something possibly with showcasing.
No, I said
So it's probably somewhere in your house.
Yes.
Could have been, it's possible. Why would you tamper with that evidence?
I didn't want to get in trouble.
Look, 2 times you tamper with evidence. People that are innocent don't tamper with evidence. 2 different times. You won't get yo. Put the gun outside. Your gun that you're now telling us that your daughter was killed with. See how this thing gonna look good for you?
Yes, I do.
You see how all your lies ain't doing nothing but just making it, just building on it and building on it, making it worse?
You know why you don't want to call your mom? You're probably scared what mom's going to think about this mess too.
So, you know, my mom's in the back of heart.
Well, that's on you. That's on you. You need to get Jesus in your heart. Because there's a lot of lying going on. And right now, you act like you're part of the devil. I mean, I don't understand you. I may cuss and carry on. I'm a God-fearing man. You're going to go to hell if you don't get your heart right. Does that matter to you? Do you want to be here on free and raise that 2-year-old child you've got? Because there's no way in hell that I'm going to charge him with this murder, with the way you've done it, with what you said tonight. I think what the case we've got is on you. And it's bad.
What's it gonna say?
If it's a mistake, tell us it's a mistake. If it's an accident, you don't know nothing about guns, it happens all the time. Something's got to be. Something's happened. Did you accidentally shoot your child?
No.
Well, then what happened?
Talking about what we do. So it's not true. But it's one was there.
How are we supposed to believe that?
I guess you did.
Why would you not say that initially?
Because it's my baby. I don't know
We
what's
can charge 2-year-old babies, so we can charge 2.
You think we're gonna charge a 2-year-old?
No, I mean,
How would Gavin get a hold of the gun? If it's in the closet?
because he's messy. He pulled a
Where?
chair and it was in the closet because he puts on my high heels.
Do you understand? Hold on, Brad, I'm gonna stop in the middle of this. Have you ever heard a forensic interview with a child? You know that young man's gonna be questioned. It won't be by me, it won't be by him, it's gonna be by professionals. Is he gonna say he shot his sister? Because kids don't lie usually. Oh, sweet baby Jesus, it's even worse than bringing your 2-year-old child in
No,
this
he
mix.
did it. He got the fucking gun. I said, man, I just didn't, I didn't do it. Antoine was there. We were arguing, and I feel like my son was trying to protect us.
Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to Antoine tonight. Do you know where I can find him?
No.
You blame any and everybody you can. But your actions have shown that the only person you're trying to protect is you.
I did not kill my baby. There's no
This
reason.
thing, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. This thing's gonna get solved, right? Be it you had the gun, Antoine had the gun, Gavin had the gun. If it comes down to you had the gun like this is pointing to, you're gonna look like the most non-caring, self-centered person that has ever come across in front of a
No,
jury.
hurt my baby.
This is,
I want to believe that, but you have not given us a reason to.
you know what I believe right now? I think we feel enough right now. Reckless homicide on everybody, except for the 2-year-old.
You and him both.
You and him both. Reckless homicide. We're not going to put anything on your 2-year-old child. Because I don't know if I can believe it or not.
I can't believe nothing come out of that. You tell me right now I'm a black man wearing blue pants, I'm gonna question it. I can't believe nothing that come out of your mouth right now. I've given you opportunity after opportunity after opportunity to tell the truth. You can't seem to do it. Like, what is the reason? What is the reason you cannot tell the truth?
It makes me look like a bad parent that here my daughter is dead and her daddy was
Ain't
scared the shit out of
nobody
me.
judging
And
you,
my
your
son-
parenting right now. Let me explain something to you again. This is the 3rd floor. This is violent crimes. We deal with rape, robbery, murder, assaults, intimidation, stuff like that. We don't care what kind of parent you are. We don't care if you sell weed. I don't care if you smoke enough fucking weed to get the whole city high. I don't care about any of that stuff. I care about the dead little girl. And I care about why you keep lying about it. Because if you cared, you would tell us the
I
truth.
just told you the truth.
You told us the truth before that. How many truths are there?
You know when your life started? 911.
Why do you say that?
You go back and listen to the recording. You said it was a black Charger.
First,
Chrysler black, blue, whatever you call it. It wasn't black or blue, it was white. That's the first lie. And then it's been a spiral downhill ever since. An innocent person does not lie. They tell the truth. Because you know why? It's easy to remember the truth. It's hard to remember a lie.
I'm in here feeling sorry. You think you agree with your mother?
I am agreeing with my baby.
You ain't acting like it. You ain't acting like it. You ain't acting like it at all.
What do you want to say done about what happened tonight?
Only thing you worried about is getting that letter.
Are you
Sure, sure.
You think that 2-year-old baby's going to go home with you tonight? I told you there's other agencies involved in this mess now. And I mean, my conscience will not dare allow me to let that little boy. I'd have to tell him the truth.
I'm still under the assumption that you did.
I hope not. I sure to God hope
Well, you
not.
keep talking, you gonna blame it on somebody else.
Hell, you want to blame it on my dog? She's at home in bed, I hope. This is crazy.
How about this? Okay. We'll give you one more chance to tell the complete, honest, total truth.
Or
one
false.
chance.
Antoine was
No, hold on, don't start yet. One chance. You start lying, we're getting up, walking out of this damn room, we're done with you, we'll go get on the phone, we're gonna figure out what's gonna happen with this thing, who's going to jail, where Gabe's going, all that good stuff. But we ain't dealing with no more damn lies. You ought to be damn lied up by now.
Antoine was there when I got there. He was irate because of whatever reason, he's always irate. And he came to the house, he was screaming and hollering. My baby in the room. He pulled chairs up and got in the closet and he had the gun. And as me and Antoine were arguing, he had the gun and he was shot instantly.
Where was this near?
Laying on the couch.
Where's the gun located in the closet?
It was like on the top shelf.
So a 2-year-old.
He got the chair. He gets the chair. He will call anything in my house.
I don't think he's tall enough to
He's not
get
tall enough.
He ain't tall enough to get a direct shot like that was put in her. That couch is that high, Robin.
I'm
Do
sorry.
we want to do measurements? His little arms are not high enough to get up above her to shoot straight down in her.
I disagree with you on that.
So you telling me he shot his sister, and now you want to put him through these forensic interviews?
I wish you would because it's the truth.
If it's the truth, why didn't you say that from the beginning?
Because, I mean, that's my baby. Like, I was in shock when this shit happened.
You think we gonna go over there to the neighbor's house and get him and put him in cuffs and take him to jail? Is that what you think we gonna do? Then so why would you lie and want to put that man in jail? If he is a grieving parent also.
That's the reason why they caused it, because he was the one that was screaming.
He's not the reason to cause it. He ain't the reason to cause it. He didn't give Gavin the fucking gun. If he is a grieving parent also, why would you lie on this man and try to get us to put him in jail for murdering his own child?
Because he was there acting a fool.
It's not murder. It's not what you said.
That's still not.
It's not what you said.
He wouldn't have came, that would have been.
But that's not what you told us. You told us that he came in there and shot.
Well, you're exactly
Well, I'm
right.
sorry. We pulled it out of you.
You told 911 some guy, black guy, comes into your house and shoots and kills your daughter.
Put it on my baby, that's
So
all.
first you put it on a random black guy. Then you put it on her dad. So yeah, we're up to 3 people you put this on. A random black guy and a black 300? Then her own dad. Now it's Gavin.
But if her dad would have been there, it's bad.
But you know who it all points to? You.
Can you do gun residue on my hands?
You already put your hand in the damn toilet. Get the phone out.
What you did.
So how does it get wet?
Come on, Robin.
It's insane.
Okay, you wash your hands. You got your hands wet.
You just put the phone in water.
That's just to destroy it.
Probably because after it happened, you probably text or talk to Anthony about it. And you didn't want us to see that. So you got rid of it. Right?
Unfortunately, their dad is still in that phone.
Okay, I mean, it says it. It says.
Then you got rid of a gun. Innocent people don't do that. You know who all this shit's pointing to? Who's it pointing at?
You think it's me, but I know it's not.
I don't think. I'll tell you what the evidence is pointing at.
Why would I kill my own daughter?
The same. Why would he? Why would he do it?
Now the little
They
boy.
came over here to my house acting a fool. Nothing would have happened.
I just thank God there's good video because we would charge some innocent black guy tonight. That's racism in my book.
I'm gonna be racist now.
I mean, you're blaming it on a black guy.
You blame it on a random
Random
black
black
guy.
guy.
This guy is my baby daddy who came over acting a fucking fool for no damn reason.
You
and
blame it
stole
on.
my kids.
Well, you didn't tell us it was your baby daddy at first. You said it was a black guy and a black guy and a black 300. So we looking for a totally different black guy. Then we figure out, well, they got a pretty bad face, so maybe it's him. So maybe it's him and her. Then you blame it on him. Then we find video of you doing all other shit, and you blame it on the baby.
And you know what?
So every time we catch you in the lie, and we can back it up, and we got evidence it's a lie, what do? You change it. And so I feel like when we take Gavin, and he does his interview, and he says he didn't shoot his sister, you're going to back that up. He's going to come with another.
No,
So I'd much rather just go ahead and tell us now
No,
and say
he
something.
did. He fucking did, man. He was scared. Antoine was fucking flipping out.
So what did Antoine do after Gavin shot his daughter?
He walked straight out the house.
So this dude is irate as fuck, always trying to fight you, fighting your boyfriend, sees his daughter get shot, and he don't do nothing but leave. Does that make any kind of logical sense to you?
I guess he thought he was going to be blamed because other guys.
You did blame him. I mean, you did.
I mean, it is his fucking fault in my eyes because he shouldn't have came to my house acting a fucking fool. And nothing would ever happen.
So I'm telling you what we got. So we got a gun that you said is a murder weapon. It's going to your DNA on it, in your house.
And my sons, because my son,
Then why don't you tell us that Antoine wiped it off?
because he did.
You are so deep in this shit right now. You don't know which way is which.
I didn't kill my
I don't believe you. But if you had just came out and told me all this from the beginning, I probably could. But now I can't. We were getting ready to go put a first degree murder warrant on that dude. Do you understand? Do you understand what that is?
Do you think you deserve first degree? Do you think he does? Do you think you deserve? Okay. No, he doesn't.
He is a grieving parent also. If what you're telling us happened this last rendition, if that accident happened, he's a grieving parent. He saw his daughter get shot. For like me, I can't understand why he can turn him off away. From everything you told us, I don't think he turned him off away. I don't even think he was in there when that happened.
I'm sorry.
I don't think he was there with him. I think he was already gone.
I think he was gone.
I think he left. I think you got that gun. You shot that baby.
No, I
That's
did
why
not.
your ass tried to hide.
No, I did not. Why would
That's
I
why-
shoot my own daughter? What the fuck? Who does that?
Well, that's what you just said he did. Okay, how about this? So we'll get Gavin. We know how to do the interview. How about?
He's smart as hell, so.
Okay, but would you be willing to do a lie detector test?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
Saying that you ain't the one shot,
Yes.
and that you didn't pick up no shell case and get rid of it.
Yes, sir.
And then Gavin somehow, 2 years old, put a chair up there, got to the top of the closet, and got a gun
Yes.
and shot.
Detective Riddle, even though Ms. Howington said she would take a lie detector about this, does that turn out to be a story that she changes as well?
It does.
If that's my name, yes.
And then we go get Antoine, he's gonna tell us the same thing.
I don't know what he might say.
If it's the truth, you should tell us the truth, right?
I don't know what he might say.
Or is Antoine gonna say, me and her argued, I had left, I don't know what happened after that, because I think that's what's gonna happen.
How's that the number ends at?
I can't answer
You think it's
that.
your responsibility as an adult, as a parent of a 2-year-old and a 5-year-old, to secure that weapon in a safe place?
Yes.
Okay, why would they, again, know where that ends at? That's neglect on your part. This is negligent homicide.
That's if you left. I think it should be first degree murder. Because I think he did.
I did not.
I was on the side, but now I'm not. I'm not.
Well, then give me the lie detector test.
Yeah. Well,
I think,
you might. What is that made up? It's it was you kept a firearm in your house where your baby knew where it was, climbed up into a chair, got it out of the closet, as you say, a loaded gun. I know he didn't know how to wrap around. And I still don't know if he's tall enough.
I don't think he's
I don't think
strong.
he's tall enough.
He's a strong man.
Okay, that couch is this high. He's not really that tall. He would have to shoot that little girl there.
Everything. You don't get him moral enough. I'll give you the benefit of that.
So you tell me he got to walk out of the room, walk up to where everybody was at. Because he shot from the front.
Yes.
Nobody tried to do anything when he saw a 2-year-old with a gun. Yeah.
No, we were arguing.
So you just seen it.
Right.
Did he shoot her standing up or did he shoot her on the couch?
She was on the couch.
She was laying down on the couch.
I don't know what's going on with the audio.
Pull him out.
So y'all arguing, hear a gunshot. And that's one thing. His baby girl, who you tell me he's crazy over, he tried to
I
kill
was saying he
herself.
was crazy over it. Like I told you, you haven't seen her from February until just recently because she didn't want to be around him. Because he was so, he questioned her for 3 hours and proved all out to eat on Valentine's Day. It was just me and her.
Okay, so let's say you don't care about it, dog. He sees her just get shot. You want me to believe this man turns and walks out and leaves and don't say nothing.
That is the truth.
And then you go and get this, oh, so if he just turned and walked out, I didn't want to go now. That makes sense, doesn't it?
He did.
You see what I'm telling you, right? You just keep on going. So after the half juice, he takes it, wipes it off, gives it to you, and you go throw it outside.
Jennifer, I'm first.
Like, tell me something to make me believe this, because I'm not believing it.
I love my daughter with everything in me. Like, every fucking thing in me. Like, that was my baby girl. That was supposed to be my last child. Gavin was a quote-unquote accident. I spoiled her rotten. She slept with me every fucking night. Like, no matter what she did, she never did no wrong to me. In my eyes, she was perfect, and I always told her that.
So why can't you just tell the truth?
I can't tell the truth. Me and
Which
Nick
truth?
was arguing,
Which truth?
and Gavin tried to protect and got the gun and accidentally shot.
Will this be an appropriate time for?
Break. All right, I see some heads nodding. Let's take about a 10-minute recess. Everybody stretch your legs. Don't discuss the case. All right. All right, let's stand in recess for about. Well, I mean, how much longer do you have in direct examination?
I've got 2 more, another statement, and then another whole interview with this witness, and then cross-examination.
I mean, it's almost 4. Best case scenario, we're probably 6 o'clock finishing him up, aren't we?
I think that's a little optimistic. He's going to have 2 more statements.
That's what the phrase best case scenario means. So, I mean, we're not going to get anything else done today. So have your witnesses here first thing in the morning.
So go ahead and tell them they can go.
Yeah.
And I call my victim witness for the other real fast.
I'm up. All rise for the jury. Everyone may have a seat. We have a call from the state.
Yes, Your Honor.
For the defense. All right, General McDermott, you are recognized for further direct examination of Detective Riddle.
Your Honor, I'm just gonna play from where we left off. So to 15.
So why would you initially, when you call 911, say somebody just opened the door and shot? That's
Because
what's
I
in
want to
my
blame it on my son. That just seems crazy.
So
I don't
blame-
think
so
you
blame
know,
it-
I don't think nobody would believe me.
So blame it on just some random black guy, that's okay?
No, because if her daddy wasn't there, I don't feel like this
No,
would
no,
happen.
no, no. Initially, you said it was just a black male with a black t-shirt. So us pulling over, bringing in every black guy in a black 300, that's okay. Let's go with that. Let's say it's with that. Right?
That's, just so you know, that's what we were talking about.
Then, you said, you know, so us wanting to this guy, bring him in here, treat him, tell him he's a piece of shit, he killed his child. You're okay with that. But you're okay with that.
No, I'm not okay with that, but if he would not have been there and showed up at my house unannounced, acting crazy, none of this would happen.
He was at your house when you got there, right?
Yes.
Why did you drive?
I mean, that's my house. My kids were sleepy and hungry. Like I said, my house probably burned down right now because the crock pot's still on.
So this is what it is.
I understand that, but I'm just saying.
You know, this all falls under so many statutes, and I'm just looking. Not only is this neglect, I mean, as far as homicide, this is almost like child abuse and child neglect. To let this happen, are you going so to verify your story? Can we go back in your house and see if there's a chair where little Johnny climbed up on the chair again and got that out here?
It's the school. It's
Okay.
the school that was right there.
And what closet was it? Is there only one closet in your room?
Yes.
Okay.
So did you move to school or did you leave? So ain't no school won't be there. So you took time to move stuff so we wouldn't know. So you want to tell me that you took the gun outside, or cleaned the gun out, took it outside, moved to school, but you don't want me to believe that you found that you took the shell case.
I did not second shell test. I wish you guys would give me a lie detector test, for real.
Well, I'm just at the point where we're just looking at. I mean,
I'm the one that's going to try to give you opportunity to tell us what really happened.
That's what we're doing.
I think he's done what he's passed. He's been done. He's been done with it. I want to believe you, but I can't.
Then give me a lie detector test. We were arguing, guys got to school, got the freaking gun, and came in there, and me and Antoine were arguing, tussling around, and
So you and Antoine fighting now?
we weren't fighting, tussling, like, I was trying to get him out of my house.
So why would Gavin to get the gun? Why would he do that?
I don't know. He's smart as hell, dude. He's not an average criminal. I promise you. You can talk to him.
I'm exhausted. I'm gonna call the DA's office.
Can you please give me a lie detector test?
Okay, I can give you a lie detector test and you can pass it with flying colors. But in my opinion, and I'm gonna make sure it's clear with the DA's office, you are criminally responsible for the death of your 5-year-old daughter. That's my opinion. Doesn't mean my opinion matters.
By your actions, I think you did.
I did not do it. Oh, I killed my baby.
I didn't say you did no harm.
I didn't do it at all. Gavin got the fucking gun with me and Antoine were fucking tussling around.
Detective Riddle, at this time you guys have left the room, is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay, and if somebody doesn't move in the room for a certain amount of time, do the lights turn off?
The sensor.
Is that what happens in this
Yes.
case?
Turn the light off. We're going outside. No, I just asked. I wasn't. Do you have anything in this purse that we know about? Can we search it, make sure? They tell you what we're gonna do.
We're gonna go back out to your house.
You're gonna go with us. You're gonna show us exactly what happened. You're gonna go to the room and show us what closet little Gavin took that gun out of. Show us what stool he got on. We're gonna probably do some measurements. And then we're probably going away. Only after DCS talks to you and do what they're gonna do. Okay? I told you other agencies are involved.
You know, none of this like poking or anything, right? Well, it's towards. Everything I take out, I put it back in here, okay? You do it, it's like, don't you? So he's falling asleep. You smoke? Like mine, I didn't think people smoked them anymore. What was it, 2000? So it shouldn't be anything in the system.
I don't think it's for PTSD.
Try to look it up. You know that this is like a part of the credit trial. Honestly. You know that once you're considered a fibber, you're always considered a fibber. Never really. It's like a cop. We lie. We can't get up testifying.
Oh, yeah, gun code. Ain't messing around your mind, so it's still right there, okay?
When we get out there, you go to search your code.
You sure you don't know how to get in touch with that phone? Because we really like to talk to you. So what's this one? Clover, what's that?
I don't have to change those two stress.
Well, that wasn't good. You got all kinds of attention on you. You just now, you let me hug on you, tell me you got shingles.
Damn. And he's got a small child.
This is what
What's this? Fluoxetine or whatever.
it's Prozac.
That's Prozac.
I got no more stuff on over and I got ready.
Cell Cobix or whatever.
I have arthritis. I was a really bad cartilage. I don't know what's even. I'll wait till days.
That's what he said. Don't do search.
Well, that's what it is. I don't know what it's
Okay. Try it though. You what? I don't see that in there. What's it called?
So your little boy can't speak very well? So he talks pretty well? So he understands everything?
Shingles contagious.
It's just on my back. They don't wear it tonight because I take my.
How you pass that shit on those people? That really don't want to get shingles.
You don't. It's stress. If you have any boxes out there, you're buying them.
I told you that earlier. You get right with God. A lot of shit I still don't feel like you're telling me.
I'm telling you straight up. He read about the damn gun. Like, this sort of stuff. There's been talking to you with Bernie.
Well, he's smart like that. He should know not to get it anyway.
I felt like he was trying to protect us. Because he's seen Angela do stuff like that before. Put his hands on me.
So is that what you call yourself trying to protect him? By not telling the truth and telling lying on that point?
Protect myself? I mean, if that's what you want to say, then Angela would have never came acting a fucking fool. We never
Well, okay, I understand that. But you can't lie and put a gun in his hand and say he did it. You can't do that if he didn't do it. I understand him coming over there and being callous of the problem, but don't say he shot her and he didn't shoot her.
To be honest with you, I haven't fucking been to swords and any fucking raiders to see if I can cause me to lose my son because he fucking abused me. He shouldn't have fucking been there. Every time he
That
fucking
don't make it right.
I understand, but I'm just explaining myself.
I know, but that don't make it right. No matter what, I mean, I understand Archie did something in the past, that don't make it right for you to try to get him thrown in jail.
Yeah, but he should have had him, it would have never happened.
I understand that he was a catalyst, but he didn't pull the trigger, so you shouldn't put that on him. Do you think you could actually, if he went to jail, that you could live with yourself, knowing that he didn't do that? Like, seriously, think about that. You can live with yourself.
I live with my fucking son. I ain't seen him since 2017, and he fucking throws it in my face all the damn time.
That's what makes me think that you're not telling us the truth.
I am telling you
well,
the
no,
truth.
because you don't want to lose another kid. That's two people lost, right? You don't want to lose the other two. That's why I think that you're hesitant to say that. You know, it's just this was all a mistake.
It was a mistake. Kevin did it. But I feel like he was trying to protect me. That's it. He gets on screams and talk his lines, acts like a fucking nut on a regular basis. It gets old.
So you sure that you didn't?
No, sir.
You didn't do it by yourself.
Hell no. I did not accidentally kill my daughter. I didn't purposely kill my daughter. And I wish that this would have never happened.
What was that big at your house? Not yet. Can you give me some shingle medicine right there? I feel like we have to get you now. All right, let's get a situation. We'll come get you in a second.
A couple of questions, okay? Did you never try to take the gun from me? When you had the gun? Okay. Do you remember seeing where your baby was shot? Was she laying on her back? Was she laying on
She was laying like kind of on her side.
She was watching TV?
Right.
So you say laying on her side, so she was laying kind of like this, watching TV like that. Okay. This is Phyllis Honkin. She works in the domestic violence unit. She does this for she's good at this. She does great at it. She's going to talk to you a little bit about the domestic violence side of things. And this is a lady from DCS, and she's going to talk to you as well. Okay, the other agencies are involved, and they may ask you some personal issues. I'll stay out of it. Okay.
So at this point, Detective Riddle, Phyllis Tonkin, who works with family crimes, as well as a DCS worker, come in and speak to the defendant in this case. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And you weren't present or part of the interview that Phyllis Tonkin and DCS did with Ms. Howington. Is that correct?
The last time I walked out there is what you just saw. If my memory serves me correct, a lot of protocol with DCS is they like to watch a lot of the interviews, so they may have watched this with Phyllis. I'm not sure.
Okay, but certainly whatever Ms. Howington and Detective Tonkin talked about, that's not something that you were present for that.
I don't think so.
Okay. So you had indicated in this interview that it was your intention to have Ms. Howington go back to the house and kind of walk through the latest story that she's told about what happened. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And so were you able to do that during the course of your investigation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so just to make sure the jury is clear about the sequence of events, after you leave this interview, Detective Tonkin and DCS talk to Ms. Howington, correct?
Correct.
And when Detective Tonkin and DCS are finished talking to Ms. Howington, is that when you all then go to the home?
Yes, I believe it's myself, forensics investigator Wardlaw, DCS, and investigator Tonkin.
Okay, and we'll hear from Detective Tonkin either later today or tomorrow, but this is after she does her interview. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. Renner, we do have a transcript for this.
All right, same instructions as yesterday about the transcripts, ladies and gentlemen. If there's any discrepancy between what the transcript says and what you hear on the video controls. That's the evidence.
Your Honor, we'd like to make the transcript the next exhibit for identification.
Mark, the transcript is 19 for ID only.
And Detective Riddle, I'll ask you about this CD here. All right, Detective Riddle, do you recognize the image that's on this screen?
I do.
And what is this?
It looks like a all of us maybe in that front main living room. We're looking into that den area.
Okay, and so is this going to be the walkthrough recording that was taken on? Are we now into September 15th?
Yeah, we're at like 3 a.m. in the morning. This is the walkthrough at 502 Balsam.
Your Honor, if we could make this the next exhibit.
That'll be marked and filed. Is that one disc?
It is.
All right, it's number 20.
And permission to publish this to the jury, please.
It's loud. It's loud in here.
We started.
It's loud. It's loud in here. Okay. You're stronger. You run through and tell us.
Let me pause this for a second. I don't know what's the issue with this. Can you explain to the jury who the people were that were present for this walkthrough?
It looks like Investigator Tonkin, Brandon Wardlaw, myself. I believe it was forensic technician Burks, and there may have been another technician on scene. That's the only people I remember.
Okay. The lady in the very back, is that the lady from DCS?
But there's some DCS folks involved in this too. They're big on the reenactments.
If I can't get this to work, I might need a minute. Do you have enough? Let's try this.
It's loud. It's loud in here. Okay. You're stronger. You run through and tell us what happened prior to what happened.
I'm ready.
It's loud. Okay. You're stronger.
Or I know we just took a break, but can I have maybe a 5-minute break?
It's loud.
Scoot it forward just a second, see if it'll pick up from there.
Okay. Go. You're stronger. You run through and tell us what happened.
All right, let me try one more thing.
You run through and tell us what happened prior to what happened when you encountered
This one's playing, but the audio is not coming out of the system.
Yeah, audio track cord on the left side.
It should play from this one.
Yeah, I know. I had one that didn't. Got a cord. Try plugging that audio cord in the box.
Is there something we can move on to beyond this?
No, because then it's going to get confusing.
let's take 10 minutes. I'll discuss the case. All rise for the jury. Everyone may have a seat. Wait the call for the state or the defense. All right, Daniel, you're recognized for further direct examination.
This time we played pretty plain.
You went through and tell us what happened prior to what happened when you encountered court for Destiny's Day.
Destiny was right here. And she was watching Netflix. And I was sitting here, and Gavin was sitting beside me. And he was already outside. He came in, and he started screaming and we got tussling, and the baby got that stool and went into my bedroom.
This stool right here.
Yes.
Okay, you leave one each other. Before we leave, we'll get a picture of this.
Yes, sir.
It's up here. Hey, can you move these stools in? The little bar stools right there? See the little stools? Right there, on the road. I mean, did you put that stool back? Yeah, the 2-year-old.
Oh, they were here.
They were out.
The cookout, Carolina, what's the bridge?
There's no way a 2-year-old could solve it. That baby's not going out. What's supposed to be set up here?
Pretty much.
Hey, have you got your measure tape?
Yes, sir. I have it on the car. Yes, sir. I'm good. Can I see the place I put it up?
She's just somebody. Y'all look at him. See what you think. He's not that big a kid.
So she's saying,
Since he played his land right here, so I'm going to put him that way.
she's on this way. So she's laying this way though. How does she feel?
There's also this window right here.
He's got a bullet on it, right?
There's the windows right there.
Correct. Now, if we can measure this right here, just, I don't know how we get the stool right here.
Up to the top?
Yeah.
So we can make that. We can pull it out, so they're ready for it. We look from there, we look for the potatoes. From the side. And yeah.
Yes, sir. They said so when AC came in, when the officer comes in, shot was here waiting. I guess on her back.
You said 4.5 feet, right?
We got this right here. So this is a drip. So this is drip from here. We got the drip here. Cool.
Voice cons. They were on my side.
Here too. You see cool.
Were you making?
set of pillows. Yes, sir. This is exactly how it works. She's laying this way. How she going? Here, there is got to be super solid. Just gonna shoot her. She's not. Well, I don't know how that makes it. Yeah, you know, come over here. Come out here and shoot her. Sometimes just go across the throat. Yeah, she's fighting. So you're just gonna take this out there. I guess you're wrong. You should go out here. Can you take care of these? And then over the house and everything.
All right, so I want to ask you a couple questions. That back room, let's orient ourselves. Hold on 1 second. So let me show you exhibit number 12. Do you recognize that up there?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, and so the couch where Destiny was shot, is that the couch right here in the front of this particular picture on exhibit 12?
Right there where I put the little icon is the couch we believe she was shot. Yeah.
And the footstool that the defendant's been referencing, is that the item that's right in front of the couch?
Right there where I put that icon.
Okay. This little brown thing in the bottom left corner, what is that? In the very bottom left corner. Let me show it to you from a different angle.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the little table area.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me show you exhibit number 11 and ask, are we now looking back into the room from
Yeah,
the other
it looks like a little
direction?
breakfast nook with 2 stools.
Okay, and so the stool that the defendant was referencing was moved. She was indicating that it was moved from that position
Yes.
through the room.
Yes.
And then going back to exhibit 12, into that bedroom up there in the right corner.
Into that bedroom where it was placed in front of the closet is what information we were given.
Okay, and so whenever you all were in that back room, was she indicating that the gun was up in the top of the closet?
That's what I took her to say.
Okay. And can you describe where the stool would have had to be moved in order according to this story?
The stool would have been carried by the young man from that breakfast nook all the way through the living room while a struggle is taking place, or however she describes it, into that bedroom, climbing on the stool in front of the closet, retrieving a gun, and coming back out and shooting his sister.
Okay. Do you recall during you all's time there that you all also referenced a remote?
Yes.
Is that a remote control?
I believe it might have been the remote that Destiny had.
Okay. Can you explain to the jury what you were referencing, what you were talking about?
Yeah, it was looked like maybe, I don't know if it's a TV or a Netflix remote, but it had a bullet defect in it.
Okay. And is that something that was laying there on the couch whenever you all were in that home?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay. Do you recall when Detective Tonkin said to you, did she tell you what was in the bag? Now it's in a black bag?
I don't fully recall that.
Okay.
I just don't fully recall.
Did you hear that on the audio?
I did hear that on the audio, but I don't recall it at the time.
Okay, and that's fair. So let me ask you this. Prior to Detective Tonkin talking about a black bag, had the defendant said anything to you or to Investigator Wardlaw about a black bag?
It was my knowledge when I spoke to her that was retrieved from the very top of the closet. I don't believe I ever was referenced by Robin Howington to a black bag.
Okay, and so just to be clear, when she was giving her statements of what had happened, did she ever in any of the interviews with you talk about a black bag?
She clearly said the top of the closet.
You heard one of the officers reference 4 to 4.5 feet?
Yes.
Do you know what he was referencing?
I don't know if it was the height of the stool or the distance from the base of the top base of that stool to where he would have had it gotten.
Okay, and he'll be here tomorrow, so we'll let him
I'm not
cover
sure on
that.
that.
But you did hear him talk
I
about
did.
4 to 4.5 feet.
Yes.
Okay. There was also a reference to a towel. Did you hear that?
Yes.
Can you describe if you saw this towel and what it looked like?
We believe it to be the green towel right here. I'll put the little icon here. Well, it's the green towel on the floor in that picture.
At the end of the recording, there's a reference to taking something out to the garage. Can you explain to the jury what that was about?
Yes, we took the couch, and again, we're still trying to find the bullet defect in the couch. We're trying to locate that projectile that should be in that couch. So we take it to a garage where they can process that, and that's with the forensic unit, and they did take that morning.
Okay, and so we're not talking about the garage of this home.
No,
we're talking about something that the Knoxville Police Department has.
It's a forensic bay located at 917 East 5th Avenue.
Your Honor, I don't know if we want to collect the transcript.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you would pass your copies of the transcript back down to Mr. Morgan, please.
All right, so Investigator Wardlaw, after this reenactment was done, what is the next step in your investigation?
I believe after all that concluded in the early morning hours, I just went home for maybe a couple hours of sleep to attend to the autopsy of Destiny Oliver.
Who was with you when you went to the autopsy?
I believe it was just me. I'm not sure if Brandon attended or not, but if he did, it would be documented.
Okay, and so after you attended the autopsy, what's the next thing that happened in the investigation?
We focused our attention on Antoine Oliver. We wanted to find him. That was a pivotal piece of the pie. And I believe Investigator Wardlaw did make had the phone conversation with him on the 15th, but and that was later in that afternoon. But he didn't come in until the 16th.
Okay, and obviously you can't tell the jury because it's hearsay what Antoine said. But did you speak to Antoine about this event?
Absolutely.
After the interview with Antoine Oliver, what was the next step?
Well, not only Anton, but we spoke to Callie, who's going to be Daniel Hensley. These are people that mentioned we've got to rule them out. Everybody can be a suspect at this point in time. Mm-hmm. We spoke to him as well.
Okay. What's the next step?
I believe sometime on the 17th we go back and we meet with her. We didn't want to, we met with her and brought her back to the police department to try to get another interview with her.
Okay. What was the purpose of the second interview?
The purpose is to see what she can recollect.
Okay. Did she tell a story that's different than the one that she's told previous?
Yes, she did.
Is the second sit-down interview with the defendant also recorded in the same way as the first?
It was.
Are you all in the same room or a different room?
I believe we're still in room 302 at the old safety building.
All right, let me show you. This, and asked, do you recognize this?
Yeah, that's the actual same room we interviewed her in the night of the 14th into the 15th, and that's our third partner, Investigator Jeff Day.
Okay. And is this an accurate representation of the interview that you did on, did you say it's the 17th now? The
yes.
17th of September 2019?
Yes.
Okay. Is this time of 17:41:12 accurate?
It'd be actually 5:41 with 12 seconds, yes.
And is it accurate?
It is.
Your Honor, at this time we'd ask to move this one as the next exhibit.
Is that 21, Lisa?
Yes, sir.
That'll be marked in Files Exhibit 21.
And if we could publish this to the jury, please.
You may.
This is the full interview.
Cold or hot in nature? Go ahead. Water up. All right. There's a small cups. Here we go. All right, he'll be here in just a second. You're cold, are you?
I'm good.
All right. He'll be hot. He's not that
And that's the coldest water ever.
It is very good water. We don't have a lot of fancy stuff here, but we have no water. The back will be good.
I'm good.
Good.
Hey, Ms. Howington. Again, I'm Investigator Wardlaw. You want me to call you Ms. Howington or Robin? Never mind. Sheriff's kind of low. So you say you went to the funeral home today? Y'all have everything lined up?
For the most part, I still have time to do
When did you get the date for the funeral?
Thursday.
Thursday.
Well, Thursday is family friends from 5-7 and what would you call it?
Receiving friends, and you'll have, I guess, like
the
the service.
My pastor's doing at 7 and then we're taking her back to Bristol.
Okay. She will be buried in Bristol?
Yeah. With my dad.
Remember we talked the other day, you came here, and we read you your rights. Anybody that comes in this room and talks to me, I read them their rights, right? I do it more for me than for you, because I don't, anybody say I violated the rights, come back and try to sue me for the couple of dollars I got in my pocket, all right? So just because I read this to you don't mean it. But we went over it the other night, just your statement of rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in court. You have the right to consult with a lawyer and have a lawyer present for you while you're being questioned. If you want a lawyer but unable to pay for one, a lawyer will be appointed to represent you free of any cost to you. If you decide to answer questions now without a lawyer present, you will still have the right to stop answering at any time. You also have the right to stop answering at any time until you talk to the lawyer. This means you can start talking to me, stop with the lawyer, come back to the lawyer, right? I understand each of my rights, and I'm willing to make a statement and answer questions without a lawyer present. No promises or threats have been made to me. I haven't promised you anything for it, right? You want to talk to me? Okay. Again, sorry for the whole situation. You know what that gotta be tough for you. Yeah. But we need to clear some things up, okay? One, we need to clear up the whole thing with Gavin, and we need to try to clear up this white car, because we haven't been able to get in touch with Antoine. And we have, so we don't really have a way of proving that he drives a white car or owns a white car. So that's going to be a small problem. How many times have you seen him in this car?
Once before.
When was this?
He has different cars almost every time I see him, except for when he drives the black truck. He goes to the auction and buys them.
So what all have you seen him drive?
The black truck, a black S10, the Chrysler, and a blue Mazda SUV.
When you say Chrysler, was that the 300?
Yes.
And it's white?
Yes.
And I know you said he was over there Thursday too.
Yes.
What was he driving Thursday?
The black SUV.
He was in the black SUV. So, but you have seen him come here at house before, in the white car.
Yeah.
Right. So go over this whole thing again with me, because you were at the parking corners.
Right.
And then, why did you choose that part?
Because it's enclosed and it's more modern and kids like it.
It's kind of a far drive from your house, though, right?
I don't really care for Pound City or their park. It's damaged, and I feel like they were going to get hurt. The little bicycle thing when I took out in there didn't work. A lot of the steps to go up to stuff at Pound City was broken. It's like the swings were broken. They're not really trying to fix it. I mean, I understand people continue to vandalize it. That makes sense.
And so you took them out to corners. Well, what time did y'all head out there?
I don't really know, like
7. And you just, how long did you stay? And it's just you,
Gavin and Destiny.
Gavin and Destiny. Okay. And then when you head back home, remember you said something about some boys were saying something to you out there, and you thought somebody was following you.
Yeah, I felt like that.
Okay. And you still think it was what was the car following you?
It was a dark car.
It was a dark one.
Yes.
Okay. So you get back home, and what takes place?
I go in to fix the roast or whatever, or get out because they've been for way too long. Well, I didn't actually turn it off, but it was off. It was done. Just do it like that. And Antoine came to the door, and he was screaming and hollering about Callie. Yet again, like, I don't know what the hell he has against Callie, but he got to screaming and hollering about Callie, and we got to arguing, and we kind of tussled a little bit, and I asked him to please leave. And he was like, oh, I know what you're going to do. You're a police calling bitch. You're going to call the police, blah, blah, blah. Stuff like that. And then when I went in the kitchen, Gavin went into my room, and Destiny was laying on the couch watching Netflix. And I came back and sat down, and I heard a gunshot. Was it?
Where were you?
All right, so Investigator Riddle, in this statement, she's now saying that Antoine had left. Is that correct?
That's what I took that statement as.
Okay, and that's inconsistent with what she had said previously, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and in this statement, Gavin goes into the bedroom and gets the gun while she's in the kitchen. Is that correct?
Correct.
When you heard the gunshot?
At the edge of the footstool in the living room.
So the footstool, like right there by the couch where she was?
Yeah.
And where was Gavin at?
He was right there too. He just came. It happened so fast. Like if you were there, you would understand. But you weren't there, so I mean that's why you're talking to me. Obviously, it happened so fast. And then I got up and I went and got the green towel and I put it on her, and then I called 911.
And then what else took place after that?
I took the gun outside.
Okay. You didn't do anything other than that? You
I
said
gotta calm my baby down. And, I mean, he was flipping out after the shit happened. Right?
he's 2 years old, so I understand that. I mean, most 2-year-olds just a bad pop scare, so you know I can understand him flipping out. You said Antoine always he trips on Callie.
Yeah, I mean, he's been from Gavin's dad and I were together for 8 years before I met Antoine. We broke up. I met Antoine. Our actual daughters, Gavin's dad and our daughters, are friends at heart. And he was very, like, he was fine until I had Destiny. Then, like, after I had Destiny, he got extremely controlling, like, to the point where I still had C-section, and he punched me in my chest one day because I wanted to leave by myself and rip my C-section open. And I had to literally, I could go into the doctor's office and they sewed it back up.
Okay.
He's been very violent.
So I'm just asking, you said Destiny's on the couch. You're sitting on the, I guess the footstool here.
Right, I was
So
asking
where,
where she wanted to be.
so where was Gavin standing?
He came up, like, beside the footstool, behind him.
So it was behind.
Right.
So you never, so how did you get the gun? How did you get the gun? Because you said the gun was in your room, just over here.
Right.
So
I was
what
talking to
point?
her and everyone while I was doing kids all over the house all the time. Like, for me to try to supervise him 24/7, I would have to have cameras in my house. Like, he is a very obnoxious child. He's everywhere. He plays.
So you never saw him go in there and get the gun?
No.
Because if you're saying, because the gun was over here,
Right.
but you're saying he's behind you
Right.
when you heard the shot.
Right.
And do you turn around and take it from him?
Yeah,
Or?
of course.
And then what do you do with it when you take it?
I laid it down and we got the towel. They put it on her and called 911.
And what is he doing?
Screaming and crying.
Is Destiny, is she talking? Is she doing
No,
anything?
she wouldn't do anything.
And Antoine's not at this point.
Yes.
Well, I know you said Thursday he brought
Yeah,
Destiny home,
sure.
and you said that you had a friend over there
Right,
Thursday.
right.
Did he not?
He just pops up. Like,
Was there not any kind of like, if he got a problem shooting his dude, did he not have a problem on Thursday?
yeah, he did. They got
So-
into it on Thursday.
Him and
Callie.
Kelly had it on Thursday.
Yes.
So what happened? Because you didn't tell me that.
Yeah, they did. They got into it, and he pulled up with Destiny, and he pulled up, he got screaming, hollering, just crazy stuff. She's a whore. I got pictures of her sucking my dick on my phone, all this kind of stuff. And Kylie didn't want Destiny to see that. He took Destiny in the house, got us in the door. He turned on Netflix for him in the living room where she passed away. And he came back outside, and him and Antoine got into it, and he told Antoine, he's like, if she's a whore, she's my whore. And that really pissed Antoine off. And he tried to freaking ride on me. And after that, he left.
So him and Kelly just had words. It wasn't physical.
No.
Did you and Antoine have words?
Of course, yeah.
Then you said he tried to run you over.
Right.
And Kelly didn't do anything about it?
No. I mean, it happened, again, it happened fast. Like, he got in his car, we didn't think that's what he was about to do.
And then, I guess Saturday, he pops up and he's still upset about that? Has you talked to him any other time before then? Like between Thursday and Saturday? You had talked to him, he hadn't said anything about the incident?
No.
There's a couple of things that aren't adding up now. But, and have they let you talk to Gavin since this whole incident or anything?
I have a court date on Thursday.
Thursday. But you have a funeral on Thursday too, don't you?
Right. Thursday morning, I have the court date, and Thursday from 5 to 7, I have the funeral. That's when they have a baby book, and I don't like the idea of her just laying there and not doing what I'm supposed to do.
Well, I had a couple of things about Gavin to be clear too, because, when we were there the other night, we measured the stool.
Right.
We measured him.
Right.
Because you said you saw him get the stool. Now you're saying you didn't see him get the stool. So, there's
I can make a mistake, correct?
you can make a mistake, but I would think that wouldn't be, a mistake you make right there, right? If you saw him do it, that'd be something really easy to remember, right?
I mean, he drives the thing through the house all the time.
Well,
It's not something that's uncommon.
well, we measured the stool, we measured him. No way if that gun was in the top of the closet, he would get it.
It was in the bag.
So what bag was it?
In that black bag. It was in a black bag.
When I looked up there was no bag in the closet. Because I looked up there. When we got there, and I looked in the closet, there were nothing behind those shoes. And I could see up higher than you. I could see behind the shoes.
Right.
There was no bag. Right?
Right. I mean, there was a bag there, yes. I didn't just leave the damn gun out.
So it wasn't on the nightstand, it wasn't...
No.
So you're sticking with it that he got up there. Cause
I'm almost 100% sure he had to. If he didn't get up there, then the gun was not out there. Something like that.
There's no way physically possible for him to have done that. Right? I'm just being real with you.
It's huge.
No, we measured. And he still wouldn't measure. When we went over there and changed his clothes, we measured to see how tall he was. We measured the stool. His height, average stool height, he wouldn't be able to reach up there. I mean, I'm not making that up. That is measurements we took. So there's no way that gun was up there. There's no way if the gun was up there, he could have got up there and got it. So that means the gun was either on the nightstand or you left it somewhere. But listen, if you did, like you said, you can make a mistake.
Okay,
You need to listen to me. Listen, I want you to listen for a second. You need to tell me and quit trying to. Let me talk, okay? I'll tell you. When you keep saying you think stuff, you know stuff, and it's not true, you're not helping yourself, all right? You lost a child. Nobody wants to try to put any more hurt on you. But we got to get to the bottom of this thing, and you got to tell us the truth. And I know the truth is, he could not get a gun from the top of that closet. There's no way physically possible for him to have got that unless he turned into a superhero and flew up there. And we know that didn't happen. So the gun was not in the top of that closet, like you said.
It was supposed to be, but the day before, Callie got it out whenever Antoine was outside acting crazy.
Okay, so here she's saying that Callie got the gun out of the top of the closet because Anton was acting crazy. Is that correct?
Just like Kelly threw in the bush.
Okay. Is that going to be consistent with what she talks about later on in this interview?
No.
They quoted him, so Callie got it out on Thursday.
Yes.
And where did he put it when he got it out Thursday?
I assumed he was supposed to put it back in the closet. That's where it was.
So you're telling me he got it on Thursday, and then all day Friday and all day Saturday, you never saw the gun, but it was somewhere where Gavin could get to it.
Right. It has to be if you're telling me he couldn't physically reach up there.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that you should have saw it if it was somewhere else for him to find it, right?
Right. I mean, I have a lot of stuff in my house, and normally I don't just, I mean, I didn't see it. No, I did not see it. Like, I just found freaking drug tests when I was looking for paperwork in the nightstand that Callie had fucking left there because he's on probation. And I found that today. And I have no reason to take drug tests.
So I don't know a thing about you.
I'm just letting you know.
So you don't, the gun wasn't in the closet. I'm just trying to make sure.
I don't know. If you're telling me it's not, then it wasn't.
Well,
but it was
I'm not.
previous to Thursday.
You told me that you knew he went up there and got it. And I'm telling you, there's no way possible for him to get up there. And I'm also telling you that when I looked up there was no bag up there. Like you said there was. But there wasn't.
Black bag with pink inside of it.
Okay, so if there was a black bag with pink inside of it, and Gavin somehow pulled that bag out and got the gun out. When I got there, when we walked in there was no black bag on the floor where it would have been if he pulled it down. So you see, the whole gun being in the closet thing's not going to fly.
I'm not
I just want you to.
Thursday, Callie really did pull it out. He pulled it out. I mean, Anton was very pushy. We did not expect for him to even pull up or anything would even happen like that. So I guess he felt threatened. I don't know.
So for 2 days, you didn't check to see where your gun was, and you didn't see it.
No.
For 2 whole days.
No.
Don't you think that's probably a little careless? If you knew he had it out, don't you think that's a little careless on your
have
behalf?
to get it back.
But do you not think that's a little careless if you have 2 small children, right? You probably should have made sure. Because Gavin is not as big as you say he is. I saw him. Ain't too many places he could have reached and got it unless it was somewhere really low. And you probably would have saw it if it was on the nightstand or if it was on the table.
Right.
So it's leading me to believe that this whole Gavin got the gun thing.
Did you not test the gun?
We see it all, but this whole Gavin got the gun thing is not fun, okay? Because we took Gavin and we took him over and we did an interview with him. And they do, those people professionals, and they do all these different kinds of tests. So besides from him not being able to reach it, he was having problems barely holding up stuffed animals. But you want me to believe he can.
He's strong as hell.
You want me to believe he can hold a gun.
He did, I swear to God. There was nobody else in the house. It's us. And Antoine had left.
All right, well, tell me this. So nobody else in the house. Gavin shoots, like you're claiming, but you never saw him get the gun, even though you claim he got the gun first. You take the gun from him. Do you know what you did with it at that point?
I laid it on the floor.
So you put the gun right back into an area that he
I
can
mean,
get.
no, it wasn't like it was just there on the floor and he was just running crazy at that time. He was just sitting there crying and screaming, like, watching me. And I got the green towel and brought it back to put it on desk and called 911.
So you left and left the gun on the floor.
It was underneath the couch. Like, he was with me. Like, he was following right behind me. It wasn't like he just left unattended while she was there while I went and got the towel from the kitchen.
It's really difficult to believe that a 2-year-old can pick up and pull the trigger. And this is the thing. Have you ever shot a gun? So, when you shoot a gun, it has a thing called recoil, right? And you watch movies how they shoot guns and they kick like this, right? So if a 2-year-old whose hand is tiny, his hand is tiny, right? You want me to believe that he wrapped his little hand around the handle of the gun and was able to pull the trigger at the same time, right? Which isn't physically possible. 2, the recoil on that gun would have either had so much force, his little arm would have been able to hold it, and it would have probably cracked him in the face. He'd have hit himself with it or something, and he'd be hurt. And when I tell you they take him, they do all these tests and they check on him and stuff, he wasn't hurt. So these are things that we can physically prove, right? We can physically prove these things that there's no way that happened.
I swear to God. I wish you could test it. Like, I'm telling you, he can hold up stuffed animals. He has no problem holding up stuffed animals. He's strong as hell.
So you're going to stick with that He did this stuff. When I'm telling you, there's no way physically possible for the man done. No way. And I'm just being straight up with you, okay? At some point, we're going to have to own it. It's not physically possible for him to do that. If there was more going on and somebody else was there when it happened, and you're worried about you're going to get us in trouble, you're worried about the wrong thing right now. You're going to get yourself in more trouble by continually not telling the truth. That's what's going to get you in trouble, man. Like you said, you're allowed to make a mistake. We're humans. We make mistakes. Sometimes mistakes lead to something really bad. And when it happens, you got to own it. Because when you're upfront and you're truthful with people about mistakes, guess what? They can handle that. But when you continually lie and lie and lie and compound it, people don't want to deal with it. They don't want anything to do with it. And I'm telling you, the whole thing about Gavin did it is not going to fly. It's not. Because there's no way physically possible. I believe this was an accident. I do. But this is the thing. You got to actually tell me what happened during the accident. And you won't do that. You keep saying this Gavin is. Can't be dead. It can't be. But you got to tell me the truth. Do you want everybody to look at you as a mom that came up here and kept making up BS stories to the police? No. Or do you want them to see you as somebody that's actually remorseful and lost their daughter and they need to have some sympathy for it? Because that's what you need. But you're not giving us the opportunity to do that. You need to tell me the truth of what happened. Quit worrying about how much trouble I'm going to be in. It's a mistake. We can fix it. We can't fix this mistake. And we can go forward and we can try to do some damage control. We're here on your side. We're just trying to figure out what happened. Like I said, I don't think this will happen.
We're arguing, and I got the gun, he got it from me, and trying to, I don't know what the hell he was doing. I think he was trying to take the damn, whatever it is, out. And
so, listen to me. Okay?
it's so bad, man. And I don't know why, because we never had no type of relationship, no sex, no nothing. I never let him on ever since I had nothing.
So, okay. So but now you gotta tell me the truth. You gotta give me the whole story. Alright? You gotta tell me everything from when you pulled up.
He came in and he was screaming about Callie again.
Just hold on, before you talk, I want you to understand. I know a whole lot more than you think. Right? So I need you gotta be straight up, bro. You gotta tell me every single thing that happened up until we came. That's the only thing I'm gonna believe you. You gotta tell me things that you haven't told me yet that I already know. Right? Because I don't want to have to fill the story in for you. Right? We want you to be the one to tell us what happens. So, you got back from the park. Tell me what happened.
I went and tried to fix the food and cut it down because I had it on high and went back and
Let's go back. Was Antoine already there when you got home?
The neighbor said he had been there.
Remember when I said I want you to tell me stuff that you hadn't told me before?
Yes, he was.
You need to tell me that.
He got out of the car all right.
Okay. Super cool.
And I asked Destiny what she wanted to eat, and he kept trying to interfere. And so he don't like her to eat meat. So that was a problem right there. Anything that I do that he can find a problem with, it's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't want her to eat meat first off, so he started on that shit too. And he just continued to scream and holler and raise his voice. And he went, I thought he was leaving. He went in the living room, so I was like, please leave. And he didn't leave. And I don't know why I felt threatened because I didn't know what the hell he was capable of. I mean, he's beat me to the point where I was unconscious. And I went up again when I got it. He got it from me.
Rosie?
So in this version, she's the person that goes and gets the gun. Is that correct?
That's what she's saying.
It was in the black bag on the back of the door.
She's in the black bag on the back door and you got it out.
On the back of my bedroom door, yes.
But you got the gun out of the black bag on the back of the door. The black bag that you took and moved up into the top of the house, okay? And so you got the gun.
And he got it away. He got it from me. He's strong as hell.
Where are y'all at? So you go.
I was in the bedroom.
You in the bedroom? You in the bedroom with the gun?
Mm-hmm. He went out. He was trying to.
Are y'all fighting over the gun in the bedroom?
No, I wasn't gonna fight over a damn gun. The hell with that. No.
And so
he tried to take whatever the hell.
The magazine out all the bullets, right?
Exactly. He was in the second living room.
When you say second living room, which one is it?
That's the room.
Okay. And what happens?
And he dropped the damn thing.
You said he dropped the thing.
He dropped it, went off one time, and he dropped it, and he left. And then I see her.
Did he say anything? Did he know she was shot?
I don't know. I can't say what he knew.
So what did he do with the gun after it went off? What did he do with it?
What do you mean what did he do with it?
So he got the gun. He took it from you. You said he took the magazine out, and then the gun, boom, shots fired.
Right.
What does Antoine do with the gun at this point?
I don't know. I guess he's the one that took my time. Oh my God.
Okay. So, you think he took the gun outside? Listen, remember, when I told you, I know my stuff, you think I know. Listen to me. I told you, okay, but do you remember what he did with it?
He was in the floor.
So he just put it in the floor?
He just dropped it.
Just dropped it.
I don't think he 100% knew what the hell he was doing.
And so he drops the gun. What happens now?
I went over, Dad started screaming. I went over to my baby. I seen that she was shocked, and I got the towel and get on there and called 911. I had to find my damn phone.
Remember I told you, I know more than you think I know, right? So when Antoine left, you went back outside, right?
Yes.
What did you do when you went back outside?
Took the damn gun and put it something else.
Okay, let me tell you what, I see you want to tell me the truth, but you had problems with it, okay? You wasn't saying that. I know this stuff because there's a video, right? And I know he was there. And I know that's not when you went to put the gun out there. All right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that video, and we're going to look at it, and we're going to break it down. You're going to tell me what's happening. Can you do that for me? Are you positive that he shot that gun and you did?
Yes.
So why did you feel like you needed to take it outside?
I didn't realize that she was shocked until after the fact.
When you say after the fact?
After I took it outside.
Is her statement that she didn't realize that Destiny was shot until after she took the gun outside, is that consistent with the 911 call and the recording?
Well, just based on what I heard here, and this has been 4.5 years. Okay, Antoine leaves the house at 8:40, or whoever that individual is. We don't know who it is. At 8:46:43, an individual leaves that house. We go through. We're actually 8:47:47. He leaves. The defendant then exits the home at 8:48:23. So, if what she's saying there, that the shots had been fired, so then there's a time lapse in there. It's not, her story's not adding up with this timeline.
Consistent with what you know from the timeline of the video.
Ain't very consistent.
So you didn't call 911 after you took the phone outside, is what you told me?
I was on the phone. It was all like a big fucking blur. I don't think you understand how much pressure he puts me under when he is around, and anxiety that I have experienced when I'm around him.
Okay, let me get this video, and what we're going to do, we're going to look at this video, and we're going to finish getting the truth out on this side, okay? So, tell me this though, if Antoine was the one shot, why would you say it was Gabby? Why would you put your 2-year-old in there? And I'm asking you this out of sheer curiosity. Do you not want your kids? Do you want?
How do I want my kids?
So why would you say he did it if he didn't do it? Why would you say that? Why would you just, if he did that, why wouldn't you just tell the truth from him again? Why would you go and give us all these other stories?
I mean, this is my kid.
Your daughter died, right? You should want some justice. You should forget being scared. You should want some justice. You should have been here that night screaming, saying, "This is what happened. I'll take you to him. Let's go to Virginia if we have to. I'll take you to him." That's what you should have been saying. You shouldn't have been blaming on your 2-year-old, who there's no way physically possible he could do it. Okay, sit here. Let me go get this video, and we're gonna go over this, and we're gonna get the whole truth out there. All right. All right. Hey, you investigated Riddle, right? Okay.
Investigator Riddle, you have a laptop in your hand at this point?
Correct.
And can you explain to the jury what you're getting ready to do?
I think we're going to show a surveillance video of that around the house.
Okay, is that the one that we've watched here in the courtroom a couple times?
I believe so.
I'm not so smart.
That's just how she said you did.
This is the video footage from your neighbor next door.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm trying to figure out how this thing works. get a password. Right? Let's see. Nope. We don't have to get a password. Okay. Well, I'm trying to get this set up, right? I know you said that you went into the bedroom and got the gun. Did you ever make it back out to the living room? Let's say if you did, that's fine. I just need to know this stuff. Right? And so he walks out and unloads the gun in the living room. Why wouldn't he do it in the bedroom?
Just I was screaming and calling.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you something else I know, okay? So I don't know how much you know about guns. But there are different types of like what they call malfunctions when you shoot a gun and the casing, right? I told you about the casing, the 975 casing. The casing comes out. There's different type of malfunctions. You know, something called stovepipe, where it just kind of looks like one of those old black stoves with the line. It look like that. Then you have ones like condition 2, where it kind of gets stuck in there, and a lot of times that's caused by. So you shoot that slide on the top, it comes back and goes like that. This way, it kicks out the hole and puts a new one in, right? But if the slide doesn't go all the way back, you can't kick it out and get stuck. So when we found the gun, that's what it looked like. And a lot of times when slides don't go all the way back, it's because we're going against something, like I've had against it, and then we'll be able to go, or somebody's fighting over it. Right? And so that type of malfunction, it probably wasn't a struggle going on with that gun. If it was, like I said, which that malfunction proves that it was a struggle, you need to kill him. If you had the gun and you was trying to take it from you when it went off, you need to kill him, because that's definitely not your fault. That's his fault. But you need to kill him, right? Because this is stuff that I told you, everything I'm telling you is able to prove. And we want to get the truth out there right now. We don't want this coming up later. So if y'all were fighting over the gun and it went on, you need to kill him. Okay? Is that what happened? You're actually in the living room, you don't fight over it. You still have it. He's trying to get it from you, and it goes off. Is that why when you were telling us that the guy's eyes got really big? Is that why his eyes got really big? Because y'all fighting over the gun and it went on.
For the record, what is she doing?
She's nodding her head, yes.
Then you walked out. So you wanted to tell us the truth from the beginning. You just wouldn't. Why wasn't you?
He's scared. I told you, he scares the shit out of me. He don't know the shit that he's putting me through. He thought you locked me in his house with locks that had keys only on the inside and outside, and then fucking leaving the shit.
Okay.
What are you shooting at? Yeah. We'll play it. Not play it.
I don't think it's gonna play. You might have to take you in there and let you see it.
And what we do, if we're going to take you in there, we're going to record, okay?
Let me try.
We'll record audio.
Let me try it this way. Open with. There we go. Let's open with. See what the media player. See if that works. So, after y'all was fighting on the gun, it goes off. What do? Because you said you dropped.
I took it outside.
You took it outside, is that correct?
I didn't realize what happened.
So you didn't know she was shot.
So Detective Riddle, again, her statement that when she took the gun outside, she didn't realize Destiny was shot. Is that consistent with the timeline?
That's what I just heard her say.
Is that consistent with the timeline?
No.
I hope that's it. Okay. You know better than this. I want you to watch this lips, okay? So we don't get this figured out.
We don't believe this is you right here. We believe that's him pulling in for your house. Your report's light. Do you normally leave your report's light off?
No. And normally got sensor didn't come on.
So you got that it's motion sensor.
Right.
Okay. So this is your porch is over here. This is in front of your house.
Okay.
Like I said, we don't think this is you right here.
See, this is at 8:30. This is 8:30. It popped up as you moved there.
Okay.
Yeah, 8:30.
Good time. Thank you.
Yeah.
I said it was here like an hour and a half, so I was already home at that time.
You didn't see him at the park or anywhere like that?
There's actually cameras at the park.
Oh, there are?
Yeah.
So I don't know that park's there. I know you've been to it.
We can verify you sure. Okay.
There's one right beside the corner school.
See, whoever it is, they don't walk your forces.
Because the lights are coming on.
It looks like his lights are still on.
Mm-hmm. Not they're still on.
So, yeah, it's blown off. See if you recognize it. What color car this is? That looks to the left, that's like a white car.
Right.
So this car's pulling off from your house.
If it ends, you may have to go to a different
To the other one.
Yeah, this car's still on play for a little bit. Okay, so, you have to pretty much order.
You got the time, so. I haven't really looked at this. Our other partner really went through and dissected it this morning. So it's probably, like I said, a little better idea on the times with it. When you come home, do you have a way you usually come? Do you usually go a certain way?
But that park, I don't really come. No, it just depends.
Do you usually come up, what's that? Kingwood and then turn down Boston? So you usually come up Kingwood, take left down Boston?
There's the alley. I do that a lot.
Behind the house and there. Why would you go in the alley?
Because I like to park the car towards.
It's a certain way,
Yeah.
where it's going out towards
Right.
Kingwood. Okay, that's understandable. That's not you, right?
I don't think so.
I think that's you. I'll call your phone.
It's good video up there.
It's 8:33, so that's time there.
How long do you think it was at your house?
Not very long.
5, 10, 15 minutes?
I would say, I don't know, like my anxiety's through the roof, like I told you when he comes around. Like, he's always, I mean, my mom even said it herself, it's always in something with him every single time he comes, he's got a problem with something.
Oh, so that dress you had on Saturday, that what you had on when I was staying?
So, were you telling Brandon that y'all were fighting over it? Did you discharge the?
No, I didn't. He
So
did.
it went off?
Yes. He's way stronger than me.
It's 8:34 now. So that's the time.
Yeah, he's easy in his car. That's gonna be it. Do you know, when you get home, is he already there?
Yes.
Okay. Where was he parking when you get home? Can you,
Facing, not Kingwood,
the one facing, almost that way?
whatever, yeah.
Opposite, he's facing opposite of the way he usually park. Because you say he usually park towards Kenwood, so you're saying he's facing opposite of the way he usually park.
So that's what he was his light still on when you were pulled up?
I believe so. I'm not 100% sure.
When you pull up, you realize he's there.
Right.
What was the conversation?
He was still going crazy, got county the day before. And then he was just talking shit like always. That's basically what he does.
In front of the kids, like he's just something. What are they doing now? Like, are they just used to it?
Like, I have to say it, but Destiny somewhat was. I mean, he just constantly brings freaking out. Like I'm talking about anything, like I said, anything that I did, and he did a software and something bad.
So what is Gavin doing? Is he just running around playing during this time? Or?
Destiny was laying on the couch watching Netflix, and Gavin was, he was in the second living room with her.
And so were y'all in the, what you call second living room argument or the first living room argument?
The second living room.
So y'all all in the second living room?
Right.
And what does he do? He just gets to the point where like, does he put his hands on you or you just tired of him? Is that why you went
I
through
think I
the
told you that, baby. He put his hands on me, and I thought he was walking through the door, and he was like, I was like, please leave. And he was like, I know you're gonna call the police, you're a police talking that bitch. And I went to the bedroom, and he followed me, and we texted every time, and he was on.
So you said he put his hands on you, what do you mean?
He had like his hands on my, right here, like trying to.
Like, oh,
Hey, first,
Can you skip forward to about 8:39?
Let's see. I don't know how we control it so time up there.
8:37.
Who was the first person that you told about what happened? So you called your mom, told her? So you didn't tell anybody in Knoxville what happened? You just went straight up and moved right straight to her?
And you told your mom you said exactly what happened. So she doesn't know what you said to us.
If you told anybody what you told us, you didn't tell everybody it was gay.
I didn't really spoke to him.
So
Except for one of my friends, and that's it.
who was that? You told that? You told her that it was gay. So was it your mama that talked to the news? You know, it's your grandparent talked to the news.
I think so. I wasn't there. I was at UT trying to see if the line was just being released.
Okay, that's 8:39. Truck passes and see it doesn't stop at your house. And then, okay, then we're going to go to the next frame. So we have to go
To the next. It's out.
8:41. Should be some more action.
So there we go. Maybe at the time. So we're at 8:39.
8:41:04. Should we commit some action? There we go. We'll get close.
8:41. Alright, so we're going.
Okay, you see this car right here pulling up? Let's go. It's coming off Kingwood, back in front of your house. One car in the driveway.
Lights still on. I don't know. Maybe they just regular lights into the park lights. I don't know.
Then we'll go to 8:42. Car still there. 8:42:19. Next there's running lights on or something. Looks like there's another car approaching. See the lights? You think that's you?
Yes, I can do that because I go back way to that car.
Okay, so you pull in that way, you back up to his car.
Right, that's how I normally call it.
But you park where he's at, right?
Right.
So these lights here are his headlights,
Right.
and these are your tail lights. Okay.
Do you remember what he was wearing for sure?
He had on a black hat and a black shirt.
Was he wearing shorts or pants?
I'm not here for sure.
Is he have a backpack on or anything like that? Or
Not that I know of, no.
interstate was your motion of life?
See that? There's your porch light.
See that right there? That's Destiny, I think.
Is that her?
I'm pretty sure.
Did you carry your numbers?
Yes, he was
It's Destiny on the porch over from Mama.
So she walked up there. And then, did you?
So she walks in behind.
So I looked up going in the pool.
Is he still in his car this morning?
I believe so, yes.
And that's a spider web or light or what? So how long was it before when you got in the house? When you came in the house?
I didn't exactly know. Long enough for me to put Gavin down and he woke up and turned Netflix on for Desi and get it set to what she wanted. I can't really put a time frame on that.
See, I never saw him walk in. He could be in the house by now.
Because I haven't seen it.
At some point, you'll see a young man come in out of the front door and get into the front porch. Go to 846. 00.
He's about to get her.
There's action on the front door.
So you see somebody right here.
You think he's that Antoine?
Yes.
Were y'all arguing out there at the front door?
Yes.
So y'all at some point made it back to the porch apartment.
Right.
So he's at the porch, now he's gone.
This guy passing around here is not witness that saw the white car. He's gonna go into the alley back there.
Down here?
Across the street.
Was that, is this him?
That's him on the front porch.
Push him right there.
Trying to face him. Do you know if the little girl had been shot already?
I don't think so.
So y'all was still going back and forth at this point.
Right.
You think y'all started?
I think I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, my anxiety was on 1,000. Now I understand this man has put me through hell. The only reason why that was him is because I didn't have no issues. My mom and dad with my father, and I knew how much I loved my father, and I didn't want to take her from her daddy.
So the best you can remember, he leaves immediately after that.
Right.
Okay, so he's still in the house right now. You let him run away, or did he think he did
I
that?
don't know. I can't say 100% sure. I wasn't just
Do
watching.
you immediately start getting in her age, or do you don't know if she's been
I
shot?
didn't know.
Here he
Yeah, so
is.
he's coming out.
He's actually leaving now.
So he walked down. This is nice. Right there. So at this point, we know she been shot at this point. And he leaves.
Look, this car, does it look like the same car that left the first time from here? Looks like to me. Okay.
So, Detective Riddle, if Destiny was shot at this point, does that mean Miss Howington moves the vehicle after Destiny's been shot?
Yes, ma'am.
Go to 848. 848.
So we're
It's open right here for me.
So this one, he's gone.
Here you go.
And you come out. Right? And go ahead.
What are you doing? You see your lights flash on the car?
Just unlock your car. Now the lights come out. You're in your car.
I have to hit twice for it to unlock properly.
Okay, so what are you doing?
I think I was ready to go back around, to be honest with you. I did not realize that she was fucking shot. I'm telling you.
Okay, you start the car now.
Oh, yeah, I backed it up. Yes, I sure did. You're right. I
And you
backed
still
that
ain't
up.
call 911 at this point.
I think I was on the phone with him. I didn't know. You gotta understand this shit happens so fast.
We're just trying to get about the same time, man. But you still in the car.
You stay in the car for an over minute.
And so you know she shot at this point.
No, I can't say that. I never said no.
Okay.
That's what we're supposed to be having.
They were both inside.
And
Ryan's
You
doing
know,
it.
you know,
is the gun still in the floor at this point? Okay. So you go back outside, and we know the gun's been fired already. So where is the gun at that point?
I'm not exactly sure. I believe it was in the store again.
You left it in the floor
After it was shot.
with both of the kids.
I'm not 100% sure. Hell, my anxiety is on 1,000. I gotta understand this. This man has put me through hell. I'm gonna continue to say that.
Mm-hmm. So
You're still in the car.
you backing it up. You back it up to the spot where you used it for, right?
8:50:14. Looks like you go back. You off the car already. So you're there for over a minute in the car. You never call anybody.
So at this point, 8:50.
Right. So you just lock your car.
Slide
You
the remote back in.
You're casually walking in. At what point do you realize she's been shot?
And the gun's still possibly laying in the floor at this point.
And he was on like a fucking roll.
Okay, Destiny and Dad were still in here.
Right.
In the second living room, the guns in there on the floor.
You're still right kind of at the front door at that point. Okay. 8, 53, 55. Right now, there's no activity outside, but no more activity.
10:53, 65 is what you said. No, that's 8:53, 46.
What's this right here?
It's all right. I put that gun in someone's house.
Have you called 911 at this point? Have you brought the gun out here, put it by that bush where we found it?
Any particular reason why you would
I was just scared. I didn't think she was going to die, though. I was
And
scared.
we're just going to make it down here.
Did you know she had been shot in the chest, or did you think it was a hand?
I thought it was a hand wound. Then when I seen it, I grabbed the towel, I put it on there, I called 911.
So did you notice it was a hand wound before you went to move the car?
No.
So you didn't notice it was a hand wound until you came back
Right.
here?
When you want to find with the gun, both of your hands on the gun.
I think what happened, got away from me. Yeah, he's farm bred. He's strong as shit.
So, when she told you to find with the gun, did you pull the gun out initially for your protection?
Yes.
Have you pulled the gun on before?
No.
Yes, pulled the gun on before. Does he grab the muzzle? I mean, what does he grab the
He
gun?
just grabs it, like, he's
And he physically pulled it out of you? And then you're fighting back with him now with the gun?
I can't say we were fighting, no. When he had a gun, I was in shock. I was like, stop. I didn't
I
say
told
it.
you, the way that the guns found, you both had to have your hands on it. Yeah, when it's
Because
fired.
that's the reason you don't split shut this, you know. It's called out battery. You want to slide and go back and forth. You want to put in another video to make sure we got that video tomorrow. Don't you like this? I think you're on the right path right now. You want me to take your story to the DSS? Better be straight up and bring them along.
So we're passing, you spent that whole Saturday night, Sunday morning leading us on a lot of group checks, all right? You're laying Destiny to rest on Thursday. You need to get this thing laid out, okay? When they make her rest, let her be at peace.
Let me ask you one more thing. On Thursday, I know you've already told me, there was a domestic dispute at your home, correct? Okay. Did you, and if you did, just tell the truth, did you pull a gun on him Thursday night?
Thursday night?
Thursday evening in your front yard?
That's it.
And it was
So here, Ms. Howington's admitting that she pulled a gun on Antoine on Thursday night. Is that correct?
I think a few minutes prior to that, she was asked if she'd ever pulled out a gun on him before, and she denied it. Now with this, I did some background work and learned that there was an incident 2 days prior, and that's why I'm following up with her there, and she does admit at that particular time that she has pulled a gun on him 2 days prior.
And it's on camera.
You pulled a gun.
Yeah.
What happened to him?
He took it.
Okay, what did you do with
He
it?
took the,
Right. He disarmed it.
Right.
And then, so Callie never pulled the gun on him. Did you?
Right.
Okay. That, we thought the person can have a gun at their home to protect themselves. You're not convicted of so you're good. Have you told Callie about any of this situation right here?
Yes.
Yeah, any of it. Have you made any remarks to him?
Yes.
Via text or via phone calls? Okay. Did you text him after the incident or anything like that?
And I tried to get it together.
Okay, you tried to get it together?
Yes.
At any time have you attempted to get him or any of your other friends to come and alter evidence or come to
Yeah,
get
that's what I'm going to do.
Okay, you told him to come to the walk?
No.
Okay. Was that via text or via phone call?
I think phone call.
Okay. Did you ask anybody else to do that?
Yeah.
Right, Investigator Riddle, so here it sounds like she's admitting that she texted Callie to come get the gun. Is that correct?
Not only did she text Callie, but she texted Joe Key as well.
Okay, and so when she says no, she didn't text anybody else, is that true or is that not true?
I guess that's that way. It's probably not true.
I can't find it. It's not a reading or something. I don't know how to work it, one or two.
Where y'all come to get
Right.
You talked to Callie, when was the last time you talked to him?
This morning?
Okay. He tell you anything about anything happened?
Yes. He said that the police came and wanted Why did I tell y'all that he gave me the gun?
And basically, we're the reason we went, because that's what we did, so everybody, this was the thing, you know, that's all we have done in the past, is keep the secure location, and keep it. And the rest of the salt out there, sure.
Okay, this one, but,
We can take a minute, actually.
yeah, it's
And you haven't spoken to, have you called, have they called you? Or have you-
Antoine?
Yeah.
Say what's wrong.
If you won't answer it,
My mom's called him, my pastor's called him, my brother's called him.
anything perfectly for you to ask.
if he was in Knoxville, do you know where he lives here?
So, Investigator Riddle, just to be clear, have you talked to Anton at this point?
We talked to him on September the 16th, I believe,
Okay.
at the Knoxville Police Department.
I don't know the address, but I know his house is.
If he would leave Knoxville, where they go?
He has another house. Destiny told me either in North Carolina or Virginia. But she always said North Carolina, but I felt like he told her North Carolina because when we would go to Bristol to see my mom, she'd always say that they stopped off the interstate at the flea market by 407. But she did speak on one time that they stopped in Bristol at the Pinnacle in 8. So I don't know. I think he was telling her that it was North Carolina, but it was really Virginia.
What part of Virginia?
I don't know.
So do you know what part of Virginia he's from?
Farmville.
He's from Farmville. Does he have any other family around Virginia?
No, I don't know. I've only been up there like probably 5 times.
To Farmville?
Yes.
So y'all have been together or have dated for a long time?
We broke up, officially broke up like after he put his hands on me and I was my son.
Or are you and him still seeing each other periodically, just so I can get a grasp
No.
of the jealousy?
He's always been jealous. Like I told him, ever since I had Destiny, he felt like he's had control over me. And he's always been an angry person. His dad is the same way. It's something I noticed about his father. And he puts a lot of pressure on Antoine because he was his oldest son. He don't really make him, he made him do it. I see him did a lot more stuff than his dad made his other brothers, younger brothers do. Like they have a wood stove, like when we were there, Antoine was always the one that put the stuff in it to start it. Antoine paid for their floor to get fixed. He put a simple air unit in their house. But his dad took all the credit for it.
And I know you got your phone in here. You're working on that.
Right.
Would you try to store your phone? I think your phone will help with these matters. I'm going to ask you for consent to search that phone.
That's fine.
Well, I'm waiting for consent on here. We're going to try to get it knocked out very quickly and I'll get it back to you. Okay? We'll get back to that. Just to be honest with you, we have spoken to his dad. He was here yesterday. We thought his actions were very out there.
He was like deceitful. He was like you were on Saturday. What was the word? The phrase self-preservation? Trying to save yourself and stuff. That's about that, baby.
He denies he has a like. Well, he acknowledged he has a right free memory until we got further into it. Then he wants to change the story. So he does have free memory. I saw it.
Yeah. I've never been inside of it.
Not really.
No, I don't know.
Ten minutes. Was it the F2 remember? Do you remember? So
I don't.
we're going to show you a card in here. We see it right here. But we're not going to get into the story about it. Because we think he's also been, we kind of knew, rather we know that you're not with him. Do we think it's a bad situation? Yeah. But I think it helps you, to be honest. Yeah. And obviously now you've come out and it's not going to work. But you don't want you to get out of the world. That's what you
And like I said, she can be at peace now, but she knows. She knows that now that we know the truth what happened, she can be at peace with him and make her rest.
I appreciate what you saying. It's fucking hard. Like I swear to God, like.
We're not going to put your business out there. Whatever you want to take your friends, it's your friends. I wouldn't talk about this. I wouldn't talk about it. You know, even if you want to talk to your mom.
Yes, I would probably tell them to stop talking to the news too.
Right. I didn't ask them to. They're just idiots.
I'm gonna try to get this out of him. He's gonna get the consent form.
How about hold it on here and print it and picture it right now?
With the other front picture. All right. What about some? You want me to bring you personally? got about 9 messages, so I didn't know which one it was, so I just broke the person. I had to take it back with me. And 9 messages. Arthritis? How old are you?
36.
You get arthritis already?
We only knew about this thing. I was in a really bad cold.
That makes sense.
This right here,
Mhm.
one time I hit on the floor and this came apart.
Pops your shoulder out of place.
Well, I mean, they had surgery, so they had to put it back, and then he hit me one time.
And pop it out again.
I fell on the floor and it came out. So
When you say you can't erect, it makes sense. A lot of times you have injured stuff. You have arthritis. Because I'm probably going to have your money. I don't get it. I feel covered.
Just real quick, okay? This is just like your house. This is a consent form to search your phone, okay? I, Robin Howington, have been informed of my constitutional right not to have a search made of my phone, herein mentioned without a search warrant or my right to refuse to consent to such a search, hereby authorize Terry Pate, he's an officer who does the forensic examinations of the phone, or other phone examiners. And the reason I put that in there, if he's not available right now, we're going to get somebody else. Officers of the Knoxville Police Department conduct a complete search of my phone located at the Knoxville Police Department. These officers are authorized by me to take from my phone any text, phone calls, both incoming and outgoing, missed calls, and contact information, as well as any images which they may desire. The written permission is being given by the above named officers voluntarily, without threats or promises of any kind of sign up. Yes, this is the actual consent form of the cell phone that I just read her.
Okay, and so did she sign this form?
She did.
Is this her signature?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is your signature?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is the one you read out loud? Just
Yes, ma'am.
We can make that the next exhibit.
Mark it and file. It's number 22.
I'll show you this picture and you tell me these cards, okay? That is hard.
Was that the one that was in front of your house?
Okay. Do me a favor. Just sign your name right there and put this card was driven by, what's his name, Antoine Oliver.
Mm-hmm.
While you're signing that fingernail, did that break off during domestic?
I don't think so. I noticed that myself.
Okay.
Yeah, I noticed it the other night.
We might want to get a picture of that. I'll get it from something. So he was, that's the car that he was in the night that he came into your house on the 14th of September.
Right.
Okay.
And that's not the first time you saw that car?
No. This is the second time I saw him in that car. Like I said, every time he comes, he
Couple things, these, I'm going to follow up questions on video. Will you step inside and
You can listen to him, put the date on there too.
when you call? Today's the 17th. So
17, 19.
you put time in there, so that's 7.
9, 17, 19.
You put 17 together. Did you get someone to test the gun with Gavin, compare to Gavin's DNA or, for instance? But that, you knew that we were going to find anything on that. You didn't take his hand and place it on that gun. Did he have the gun in his hand when you left his left on the floor and you went out?
No.
So when you came in,
Show you this. And do you recognize this?
Yes, that's the photo I showed her of the Chrysler 300.
Okay, and did she write on the black Sharpie on there? Is that what she wrote?
Yeah.
We could make this the next exhibit.
Mark and file. It's number 23.
And Detective Earl, can you explain to the jury, is this still shot of this car? Is this from the video that we've been watching so far?
I believe that was from maybe an adjacent video on Midlake, which runs behind her home. We had video of the car driving real slowly in that area, actually pulling on one of the back streets, and we think 2 and 2 together that whoever's in that car is the ones that pull in front of her home.
But obviously you're not 100%.
I'm not
sure.
100%.
That's because it's a video from behind her house, not in
Correct.
front of her house. Is that correct?
Correct.
feel my hand in the same spot.
Is it or is it true or not true that you did lock the gun down before you threw the bush?
No, I didn't.
But you told us the other day you did. I just want to make sure we're on the same page. You never locked it down. So whose DNA is going to be on that gun?
Antoine's and mine.
Yours, okay. So we're all going to get some DNA from Antoine.
And maybe Callie's on now.
Callie lived there.
Right,
Listen,
right, no, he
we're
was
not
on
worried
there.
about Callie. Well, I've got issues with Callie for him not being honest on certain things. And he's not involved in this. Anything else you want? You don't have any bruises or marks on you pertaining to the, other than a broken nail.
Right.
And you had nails. Were all your nails intact
No,
tonight?
he doesn't just went and got her nails done.
Okay.
Previous thing. Friday or something.
Okay. Move my camera to the
Thank you.
What's Tabitha's last name?
Disney.
You know, how about how old she is?
I'll tell you what, 33.
33. Is her number start 740? Do you know?
I'm not sure.
You don't remember what her number start is. Does she live up in the area too?
Yes.
Is she the one you was going to take away to that night?
Yes.
Okay. And you rat fencing, you know, just right on the road,
Right on.
out the range. To the mobile home up there.
Yes.
I got you. Don't find her in the system. You sure it's Tabitha Disney?
That's her name. I mean, she's married. Dale Disney and Patrick Disney.
Dale and Tabitha Disney.
Yes.
Okay.
And is the reason explain to the jury why you want to identify who this Tabitha Disney is?
I think it was a lady that she was wanting to take Gavin to, so we wanted to kind of follow up at some point with her.
Is that them?
Yes.
Okay. Mom, got you in your own pictures of him. Just stick your hands out there. And you're thinking that was from your struggle, isn't that right? You just got your nails done. What day did you get your nails done?
On Friday.
So they were good and fresh on Friday, and then Saturday got one broke off. Okay.
Did I give you that CD? Your Honor, is this a good time? Do you want to keep
Are
going?
you through with your direct? Approach the bench.
Two more questions for you. Were you in the courtroom whenever the defense attorney talked about Gavin being the person that shot Destiny?
Yes, I believe in his opening statement.
And the last story that the defendant gave to you in this case, is that the story that you heard in opening statement?
No, ma'am.
That's all. Pass witness.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 6 o'clock. You have had a long day. I think the prudent thing to do at this point in time is to call it a day and let Mr. Whalen begin his cross-examination tomorrow morning when we resume. Tomorrow I have a little bit lengthier docket than what I had this morning, so I'm going to ask that you report directly to the jury room as you did this morning, except be there not later than 10:15, and our goal is going to be to start back around 10:30 tomorrow morning. Same instructions that I gave you last night. Don't look at any media reports about this case. Don't attempt to learn anything at all about this case from any independent source, and do not discuss this case with any other person. Keep your mind focused to decide this case only on what you've heard in this courtroom and no place else. Have a very good evening, and we will see you tomorrow. All rise for the jury. Please be in the jury room not later than 10:15 tomorrow morning. All right. Everyone may have a seat. Is there anything we need to take up before we break for the evening? All right. Be back in your chairs, ready to go to work in case there's any last minute issues before we start back. The jury will be here not later than 10:15. Ms. Howington will be certain to be here in the courtroom by 10 o'clock so that your attorney can speak with you before we start back if he needs to. And we will reconvene this case in the morning.
I'm going to ask the state for a copy of number 15, that redacted short from CD, because I took notes with some of those times on here, and it would be different on the original one.
Which was 15?
The 15 is the CD, her statement at KPD.
Yes.
All right, y'all work it out. All right, the court will stand adjourned until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. Everyone have a good evening.
Thank you.